Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode, I guess, of Live at 5. I don't remember which one this is. I think this is number 4 or the 5th one. But before I bring Danny on, I want to say hi to everybody that's here. We got Justin, the flipping accountant. What's going on, bro? Congrats on 5K subs, by the way. Thank you for being here. We have Rafa, early bird picker. How you doing? Michael with Tacoma Finds. What's up, Mike? Thanks for being here. We have Veronica is here. She says hello. Jen, Closet Gems, is here. What's up? Jen's gonna be on in an hour. Excited to have her. And then we have Steven, the reseller, is here. I'm sure the notification just went up for everybody, so people should be slowly trickling in. But let's bring on my first guest. You guys know I try to do an intro video for everybody. So here is Danny.
It's Weird Ass Danny, and we're here to say hoarding's back in a major way. Would I do it again? Absolutely, because it was one listing, multiple quantity, you know what I mean. Today is May 7th. It is Friday. What? That's what's up. I am so ready for the freaking weekend. I think I have a problem. I think I got a problem, guys. What do you think? Honestly, do you guys think I'm crazy? I do. I feel like I've done lost my damn mind. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I do for everybody. That's pretty much. That's cool. I do based on, like, I watch a bunch of your videos, then if I see a funny, I'm like, ooh, screwing cord, grab it.
I wish I could figure out how to do that and put words and stuff, and then, like, you know, if I miss something, put an arrow and talk. But I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's not worth it sometimes. Just might as well just leave it like that, you know. Yeah. Make a funny moment for everybody. So introduce yourself to the people who don't know who you are.
Hello, my name is Danny, and I'm with Piqua Resellers. June 29th will be a year of us doing YouTube, and I've been selling off and on for a long time, but here recently, since last June, been hitting it a little harder. I keep trying to say that I'm going to go full-time, but let's face it, I buy too much. I'm overwhelmed.
But shouldn't that result in you going full-time if you're buying too much?
It should. It's just I think it was in February we got like 4 inches of snow, and Parker's never went sledding. So
yeah, I watched that video today.
I was feeling good. I was feeling good, so I went down, and there was a ramp nobody could hit, and it just took me, and I hit that ramp, and I broke my tailbone in 4 places. So just sitting, I can't get it to heal, and it's been a couple months. So hopefully no surgery.
What's up? BMOS came in. Donna's Diamonds is here. And Ella is here. How you guys doing? So you already answered my first question. I was going to ask you how long you had YouTube, but you said you've been doing it for about a year now, right?
Yeah, June 29th.
Oh, so like really close to a year. And then what inspired you to start it?
Well, you know, with the coronavirus, the schools and stuff was closed, and just so much bad negativity. We got a lot of drugs and bad things around our city. So I thought, you know, this, and of course my partner had just passed away, and he's got a son about the same age as Parker. So, you know, that kind of hurt and hit me to where I need to be more in his life just in case, because you never know. And he loves this YouTube stuff, and I had no clue. And I actually had listed maybe for like 2 months, and I would watch Cincinnati Picker and Garage Flips or Shed Flips, whatever.
Yeah, Lonnie. Yeah.
And then through Facebook, I was on a group, and I guess Lonnie, I think John's on it too, but I just had messaged, wish I knew how to get a hold of him. And then Lonnie tagged him, and then we started messaging back and forth. He was like, throw video up. You guys want to do that? That's awesome. And I'll kind of help you out a little bit.
Nice.
So we did, and that's what got us going.
So how far is Piqua from Cincinnati?
I think John was saying he was getting here like in 54 minutes.
Okay.
So I would, you know, I don't know if he drives super fast or not, but so probably at least
Knowing Johnny probably speeds like crazy.
Having that GoPro and just people gawking at him.
So we have Patrick Murphy is here. We got Jan. Jan, how are you? Jan, did you hit 1,000 subs yet? Jan's been blowing up the last couple of days. Girl
Really?
Hustle is here. How you
gonna ask
doing?
for the same thing.
Yeah, Jan was like at 400 when the week started, and she was like at 900 yesterday. So
really, I was gonna say last I seen was like 693. She'd come. We were watching somebody, and they said something. She said,
yeah, Jan is blowing up.
She should. Good. She's on every video.
Awesome stuff. I'm pretty close. Still really shy. That's awesome, Jan. So, where do you right now? Where would you source the most? What do you think? Where do you get most of your?
That I like to, or just. Well, I know a lot of people like videos of thrifting and stuff, but I just don't like it. But and then I go to my Goodwill or Salvation Army, and they just throw fit. And there's a local YouTuber that's really big here, and he turns that light off on his GoPro, but I can't figure it out. So I just, usually I'm in and out, and I'm usually complaining anyway, like, God dang, it's $20. It's got a price tag on it for 99 cents. I mean, they're that ridiculous.
That would make a good video.
Well, in our mall, there was it was for Marines, but I'd never seen a name for it, so I would just call it like military junk store because they never clean nothing. I mean, it's just horrible. And they had just stopped, and I just went by, and it's like, man, what the heck? And then on Facebook, the community put that they were going in our mall. So all I said was, hey, I just hope you guys clean the stuff up and be, good stuff, good people. I didn't say anything bad. I just said need to clean it up. So of course I can't find it because I recorded it, and she was like, are you the SOB? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dang well, it was me. And I said, I didn't say nothing bad. And then I get her to say, because I was like, well, like that grill, he wanted $379, and it looked like it was in a fire, and, you guys didn't clean off. And then she goes, yeah, I kept telling that. And I was like, so why are you yelling at me for saying something that wasn't bad? And then my uncle was there, so I just took out my phone. I wasn't even recording. I took my phone and scanned there was like a coat, and they had $195 on it from the store, and they wanted like 75 or 100. So when I showed my uncle, because he was like, man, should I buy that? And I was like, hell no. So we scanned it, and one sold for $49.99 with tags. So I said, look, and she just started yelling like, get your damn camera off. And I said, I got my camera. She's like, we see you. And I said, I'm scanning the shirt or the coat to see what's worth. Well, don't do that in my shop. I want you out of here. And I'm like,
so you don't like thrift stores, it's safe to say.
I'm not a big fan of Goodwill because, they don't pay their employees much. Everything's donated and free. And I watched 60 Minutes, and the CEO of Goodwill has an airplane, a jet, driving limos. And then Salvation Army, the guy was driving a Chevette. It's like, so I don't like it, but I understand it is a spot to thrift. So here lately, it's like I try to go, and then I'll make the video like me standing out there so I can see I'm there, and then try to make it like, okay, guys, this is what I got. Because you still find good things. Like I found a printer, and it was the day that they were really complaining about my camera. It was still sealed and everything, so I scanned it and I listed it right there.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, yep.
Yeah, so. I was good with yesterday, and I finally got the chest strap so people could see my camera pretty out and open. And she's like, "You can't record me." I'm like, "I'm only recording when I'm going through the aisles. When I go to cash out, I'm not done. I'm not recording." She's like, "Good." She's like, "I better not see me on YouTube." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. You won't be there." What's that, Celestine? She just came in.
Actually, today when I went, I put the chest thing on, but since I'm so fat, I didn't want to take it off again. So then we saw this little corner shop, which is where I got this hat. And they wanted $4 for this hat, brand new. And then right beside it was a kid's fitted hat, and they had $10. It's like, wow. And it was you. Yeah, I was like, wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, I wanted to do a video yesterday of me going through a thrift store and me going to Goodwill and to see which one was bad, which one was good, which one was bad. And they were both just terrible. I spent probably an hour at the thrift store and got 2 items. And I spent about an hour at the Goodwill, maybe got 4 items. And I'm like, I can't make a video out of this. We're going to say I bought a cup, a toy and 3 plush, then call it a video. So like I definitely feel you there. And I was going through some of your videos, and you mentioned in one of them that you think Goodwill and thrift stores are going to die out in 7 years. Is this why, or is there a reason? Another reason?
My honest opinion is, before we know it, there will no longer really be a thrift store, in my opinion, and it's because of YouTube and eBay. You know, like our Salvation Army. Oh, and I just threw it away. I just showed you. Our Salvation Army put on there, hey, check out our eBay. We started eBay. And this other little thrift, Honey Hole.
Oh, they're starting their own stores. That's right.
Yeah, so see, it's eventually just going to get to where everybody's selling stuff on eBay. And then if the thrift shops still work out, it'll actually be the stuff that, like, you know, the needy would need. So it's, I don't want to support them. My guy, he has one, which he wants to sell me the building and everything. So it's like, man, that's so tempting because it's a huge. I mean, it's 7,500 square feet.
Wow.
But the bad thing is like you can't
7,500 of like open space. People can shop, or like
well. I'll let you know when my video comes out. Maybe you can get a better view. But like when you walk in, it's just long. But then there's also a little room. And then you can go to like a little spot. And then behind that's where I always wheel and deal with him because he does bring it out. And that's big open. And I was thinking, man, it'd be great just to have, because the thing is with there, it's all donations and it's been there for so long. And when Sarah starts, my goal was for me not to buy anything unless it's going to sell for 20 or more. You know, like be really picky because for the videos, of course, is the only reason why I'd even do it. But, so anyway, I was thinking about trying to do like a flea market for like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and that big long piece, and then see if I can't get like maybe 4 or 5 vendors that'll actually like we can all rotate weekends.
Oh,
and then you know,
and
if they pay like $30 a week, you know, that will pay for all the bills, and then like where he always takes me is opened up enough to where I can put all my listed merchandise, and then like say people donate every day, so we would need to make that. But then the middle room I'd use for YouTube, and the other room I'd use for like pictures and shipping.
Now, is the rent gonna be a lot more than what you're paying now, or did you always?
No, actually, it's only $650 a month. But they also has
that's it.
Yeah, and they have
is that Piqua like prices, or is that just like you're finally getting a deal?
Troy. See, I grew up in Troy. When you're in Troy, you don't like Piqua. When you're in Piqua, you don't like Troy. I can't stand living in Piqua. I hate Piqua. But, you know, it's my city now, so I have to try. I'm trying to make it better, being positive and stuff. But, man, Piqua's just the drugs.
7,500 square feet for $650 is absolutely nothing. That is insane.
It is. Because what I got here, it's more in the square. Well, actually, I think it's 60-something. I mean, it's huge here, but this upstairs, which nobody uses the upstairs. I mean, it's full of stuff. And then, like, it's just not, I think it's twice as long, not as wide as my shop for that one spot. So it's definitely a lot bigger. The only thing is the back has like a truck dock. And then down there, is a dumpster, which you have to pay $100 a month. So really $750, but that's okay because you can.
But then you get a dumpster, yeah.
And it's weekly, so I can always. It'll be a lot easier to where I don't have to take anything to like.
I would pay $100 a month easily for a dumpster. That would help me so much with storage units and stuff. So we had some people come in. We're talking. We got Paul Antonelli's here. What's up, Paul? Jen is here. JKR, how you doing? And we had Nana came in. Nana, thank you for stopping by. Bimo said that the Goodwills there are terrible. They think that there are some high-priced mall store, and the employees take all the good stuff before anything gets put out. That sounds like Goodwill is pretty much everywhere. Yeah, and now it's not necessarily employees. They put it on shopgoodwill.com as kind of what Danny was saying. A lot of the time the good stuff doesn't make it out to the actual store. It goes to the online store and becomes like their own little eBay.
Yeah, but with ours, like if I donate a box, I can get a $5 coupon if you spend $20. So I do take those, but I swear to you, every time I have them, I don't find nothing. If I do, it's under $20. But man, as soon as I don't have it, I can find $60, $70. It's like, could have used, you know, it saved me $15. Oh.
Okay, so if it's not thrifting, do you like yard sales? Is the yard sale good where you are? Or?
Yeah. My problem though really is just my back. Like, you know, I can only do a certain amount. If I went all day on a Friday, I wouldn't be able to walk till Monday or Tuesday. So, but yeah, I have hit a bunch of good ones. And then here lately, I've been hitting up some like personal picks. Mm-hmm. And man, I just been making such a killing. But it's like I filled my dad's minivan. Well, no, it's pretty big when it's all down. I filled that all up, and I think I spent that day I spent almost like $800. But I had filled up my inside and outside my truck before my dad. But I went and thrifted all this stuff and paid $200, and I sold 3 pieces for $250 to hey, bigger.
There we go. Well, so, you want to talk about that real quick before we go into, because a lot of people I think accuse you of just selling to John just for the views, but I don't think they realize that you actually like. I hear that quite a bit, and they think you're giving him stuff away, and I'm like, I don't think they realize that you're actually making a good amount of money with the stuff that you flip to John, right?
Yeah, and my thing is I can care less about you. You know, none of that. A lot of times when John comes, I'm like, hey, don't record today. I'm just not feeling good or whatever. He'll say, do you want me to record? I'll say no. But he's actually got me into the mindset of buying and quick flipping it. Like I said, I filled that whole van up, and like I bet I have 300 plus pieces for free, and I sold 3 pieces for $250, so I'm up $50. And then like, you know, we're friends, so I'm always looking out. Like if you was into something odd that, you know, I never mess with, and if I see it, you know, I'll send you pics, you know, like, hey, this is what they want. Do you want it? And that's all I do for John. It's just because, like I bought a bunch, there's a garage sale, a bunch of bats, and I said, hey, do you want these? You know, anything for me? And he was saying, yeah, you know, I would only pay this. So when I went, and the guy was like way cheaper than what John said. So I said, hey, I only paid this for him. And he's like, well, I don't care because your time and all this. So, you know, I do make, even if I'm picking up stuff for him, he still gives me a little extra. So to me, like when he bought my hats, I took all that money and just turned around and bought merchandise because I knew Sarah was
you made what, like 800 or something on those hats, right? That you sold to him? Or
well, I spent $80. Well, I spent $100 for them in a tub of Revereware pots and pans. Well, so, and she wanted 20 for those. So really I only had 80, but then I had just picked up this display case that goes on a countertop. And somebody had it in the trash, and it was in the back of my truck. And I said, oh, I didn't know this. And she said, hey, do you want to sell it? And she was so, and when I just like, all right, I guess I'll start and said 100. She took it. So I said, what do you give me? She said 20. So I said, take it. So me personally, I had $60 in it and flipped them for $1,000. That's why I told Sarah. I said, damn it, I should have done it for $1,060. And then I probably, you know, but I was like, at first when I sent him pictures of it and stuff, said, have you ever seen so many hats? And he's like, dude, I would give you at 500 without looking. And I said, well, I don't know. And then when I was unloading them, it's like, oh my God. So then it's like,
so he probably made out pretty good on them as well.
Oh, he's definitely gonna make out good. For me, it was just more like, I know my back surgery is coming, and me, I would list as many hats as I could, and then I didn't want to get to the point. I think 1,000 hats is too many because then I would probably not pick up hats again. So, you know, and I kept a couple goofy ones or whatever, which he knew about and stuff, and I threw away like. At the point, it was $279. My whole big trash can. And I even looked up. I was like, do you want to look? And he goes, nope, I trust you. But he looked to see that they were in there. And, yeah, so John and me, we're friends, but it's still business.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Thank you for stopping by. We have
like this hat, if John would have wanted it, I you know, on his last video, his last video, he showed everybody that he got me 2 Funko Pops. You know, he does nice things like that.
Yeah, like I see him bring like Legos to Parker and stuff. That's why I always like just try to ignore those comments. I'm like, clearly they can see this is more of a friendship than just like a YouTube kind of like showcasing for the camera kind of thing. So
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like I had no interest in making a YouTube channel, and he kind of was like, "Hey, you just go in there, talk about yourself, and I'll help you out." And he's like, "If you need questions on how to do things and stuff like that." And I did get a lot of subscribers. It was like 200, and then Commonwealth Picker, he did give us a couple shout outs. We got 100 or so there. So I mean, it's not all from John, but the relationship that we have is truly real. And I know I always get people like, he's screwing you, and it's like, dude, I bought everything for 200. So I'm up front. This is what I paid for everything. Well, I would give you this. Okay, take it.
There you go. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, and they're like ham radio stuff, which we had no clue if they worked or not. I don't know any of that. And so I told him, I told the lady I was buying them as they didn't work. And anytime I sell John video games and stuff, I sell them as they don't work, unless it was like something we had and we played it or whatever like that. But yeah, that just drives me nuts when people say that, and then they just want to talk and put John down. Like at first, Has calling people out like, man, what do you want? You want to meet me? Like, and John's like, Danny, I seen that, man. Just you don't even pay attention to it. You're always going to have haters. And I was like, John, I can't do this YouTube. I can't stand people that want to talk to us on the computer.
Yeah, that's all the things that I'm trying to adjust to, just because there's a lot of people that come here and are just angry at their lives, and then they want to try and make your life miserable because they're just disappointing themselves. Yeah. So I just do the best things to ignore it. What's up, Cherry Picker? Thank you for stopping by. We had some messages here. Nana says that she likes Salvation Army. That has a special place in her heart. Special place for Salvation. Do you like Salvation Army?
Well, yeah, we have one here in Piqua. The prices are pretty decent, but they're rising too. But that guy that wants to sell me his thrift shop, wherever, it actually used to be the Salvation Army, and then they lost their funding, and then I don't know how he got it, but then he just had opened up. I think he said he's been there like 8 years, and I had no clue. But the only thing I don't like about it, it's kind of like in town, like in a neighborhood, and not like in street place. But it's been there for so long, everybody knows that place. So that's the biggest thing tipping me to that, and it's free merchandise. How can you go wrong? Hello,
hey, Annie. Yeah, you got it.
trying to pronounce some of these.
Then okay, so we talked about thrift stores, garage sales. What about storage units? Do you still do those, or are you trying to step away from those?
Well, my problem is just can't never find help. I mean, I even put an ad on my Facebook, $20 an hour, and got 2 people like, "Oh, I'd help, but I can't because I'm doing like." Why comment if you like? Don't sit there act like you would help.
I've been in the same spot with my moving business. It's impossible to hire anybody these days. I don't even know why, but it pretty much is.
I'm gonna say you got a pretty big warehouse.
Yes, not as big as yours. I have 4,000 square feet, but
it's all open, isn't it?
Well, I have my office here. It's kind of closed, and then I have my assistant's office that's closed. But besides that, the laundry room is closed. But besides that, it's pretty open here. But I have 1 or 2 guys that are always available to help me if I ever buy a storage unit. But like with the moving business, I need like 4 or 5 good people, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, that's what kills you. Because like I get people like, "Hey, I want to buy this washer," and it's like, I can't turn down money, and I'm just like, all right. And then I take it to them like, "How did you get on your truck?" I said, "I just picked it up." "You shouldn't be lifting." "Okay, do you want this or not?" Like I know I'm going to pay for it, but dang, I just want to. That's why you're in business, because you want to make money, and I can't be like, "Oh, I got a washer and dryer set for sale, but you have to come and move." I just not professional. So,
hey, Rich Hill Jelly.
I picked up a lot of stuff today.
You want to share what you picked up?
Oh, now you're going to put me on spot. I don't know if some of this is worth anything. I just think this is cool.
Stethoscope.
But it's old, and it's like brand new, never used. I don't know if it's worth anything. I did get a 13-inch Hello Kitty TV with remote. Ooh, and as I looked it up, he said, "Yeah, you can just have it for free because they don't sell here." And so as long as it works, it sells for $250 because I got the remote and stuff. Well, I seen comps like 175 up to 250, and they want like $37 for shipping. So
Yeah.
But I took it, and I'm like, great, I'm going to get all kind of grief that I took that, knowing that it's worth something. But then again, I didn't know at that time it worked, and I wasn't going to try it there, so I'd have people complain. So I brought it home, or to the shop, and works.
What's up, Jennifer? I hear an echo on your end.
On mine, I don't have anything on.
That's weird. I hear myself like afterwards.
Yeah, see, I would do that, and then I'd have to like unmute and mute my YouTube again. I don't know why it does that.
Killing me, damn it.
I hate that echo because I'm just like,
yeah, I'm like, somebody here? Yeah, see, Jen hears it as well. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully it goes away.
Exit out and exit back in. See if maybe that'll help. Is it me or Paul echoing?
It's me echoing on your end, but I don't hear it now. So hopefully we're good. Hey, what's up, Baldy pal? How you doing? So I was watching one of your videos, and there's something that you said that resonates with me quite a bit. Is that when you this is the one where you had like a big baseball card sale, and it was a really big sale, and you were like, I sold enough to cover my whole week. Then you're like, I hope it motivates me to continue to work. Because I'm the same way. Because like I have a specific number in my head that I want to sell every single day, so it pays for my bills for the whole month, right? And I have a couple of those like days where I make like 4x that or 5x that. Then the next day I'm like, well, I already made enough for today. Why would I going to continue to list? So I was trying to ask you, like, when those thoughts come, what do you do to continue to motivate yourself to sell the next day after you had a great like local day or you made like one huge sale?
Now, when Sarah comes, it's going to be a different ball game. It's going to be get as much as we can.
I think you froze.
I froze? You're glitching. Now I'm glitching.
What's going on? You're back. You're back now.
That's another reason why I want to move. This internet sucks. Like, since this was actually a residential and a business, they had me paying $150 a month, not getting anything that I was supposed to. And then they come and it's like, hey, you can also get residential at $75. So I switched it. I'm really thinking about taking it to the house because we got a 4-car garage, redoing it. But man, wood prices going crazy. But yeah, I actually had a car. Some old man came to the shop and was like, hey, I fell in love. And he's like 75. And she's 84. We don't have much time. But she lives somewhere in Wisconsin. Red Baron or Barron, Wisconsin, something like that. And I said, buddy, I can't take you. I said, I go 15 minutes and we're in trouble. But so he goes, well, listen to me. I'll pay gas. I'll pay $350 for doing it. And I'll give you this car. And I'm like, dang, it was a 2007 Alt. Oh, shoot. How do I forget that? I can't remember. Maxima or something.
Maxima?
Yeah. And it was in nice shape and it ran, real good. No lights on. So I got a hold of a trucker buddy. He's like, hey, you want to take a guy? If so, what would you charge me? And, use your own car to take him. So he was like, well, I tell you what, I'll do it for $75 a day. And then if I go there, I need a hotel. So if you want to, so it'd be 2 days, 150. And then if you would pay for the hotel, which you can get one for 100. So I'm like, this dude just offered me 350. So it's like, man, I'm going to keep this car and make 100. So I told him, I said, look, you got a car. I kind of wanted to see if a car would make my back feel better. So he ended up doing it all for me. And then the same day that John came, bought all those hats, guy was here and I sold that car for $1,400. So like just between them two, like I was like, man, I don't have to do anything the whole month.
Yeah.
So,
but is that the mentality you went with, or what do you do to like kind of fight through that mentality and say, you know what, I still got to keep listing? Is there something that motivates you to keep doing that, or?
Yeah, well, I love that, and it makes me want to like get a bunch of stuff on. And for me, honestly, it's just so hard to sit down. So now I got to screen up, and now it's just I got to turn my phone off. I got to leave Facebook off because I swear every time I'm in here, it's like, again, knock on the door, I'm buying stuff. And then, you talk to them. And then, hey, go check this out. So now when I'm in here, I try not to get on my Facebook or my phone at all. But I just listen to like some music and just have a good time with it. But when I get negatives or somebody complaining and wanting to send back something, man, like
a return. Yep.
Puts me in a funk. Like I sold some perfume and I had the receipt and everything. And she's like, this is absolutely not real. It's not authentic. And I said, damn, it's sealed. And then I sent her the picture and she goes, oh, so then I said, so now you opened it and used it and you want to send it back for full price? And she's like, that's exactly what I'm doing. So then she goes to puts her claim in. I just don't think it's authentic. Like, wait a minute, you just told me it wasn't. so I added it and then let her do it. And then when she sent it back, I was afraid like they would use it all, but it didn't even look like she'd used it. So I just gave her money and blocked her.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So I thought you got to do that.
Hey,
what's up, Jonathan? Anybody else that I missed? How you guys doing? And a lot of times that's also like the same mentality I have. That like I'm motivated until I get like a negative, or I'm motivated until I get like a return. And it's so easy for us just to focus on that part instead of focusing on all the positives that are happening, And a lot of times when that happens, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to list today because I got this one bad customer out of the 100 good ones that I had. And I think a lot of times it's just probably we've got to have the proper mindset just to focus on the positives, and then we're good.
I don't know about you, but I swear it's like when you're having issues or whatever, it comes in threes. That's what it's like at first. Like I tell John, like, man, I just went back home. I'm not even going to work days. Like, then laughing. I was like, no, I'm serious. I got 3 and I'm dealing with this. And he's just like, Dan, you just got to push through. And it's like, how? Like, I have no desire. But he's right.
Motivation. It's a good point.
He's right. You got to keep forgetting about it.
Yep. I like to buy cars in cash. That's motivation. Nice, Jen. That's also motivation.
And that's what I like to do. I like to just sell. I'll sell anything. I'll try anything. But like with my video games and stuff, the only reason, and it was a mistake that even John got I was sending the pictures to somebody else. I listed on my on Facebook Marketplace all these video games. This lady was selling me stuff, and then like it ended up being like stolen, and so the police. It was just a big ordeal. So I let the lady come in. I said, "Look, I had no clue, but I did everything legally, what I was supposed to." So I list them because I didn't want nothing to do with it. Because if it's gonna be a headache, I don't want it.
What's up,
and
Sal?
then that's why he got it all. But I sold it to him as it didn't work because we never tested it. And I actually got it for Parker, hoping he would list it and learn. Yeah, right.
How is Parker doing? Does he still care about the eBay business, or you told me he's pretty much into basketball now? Or
yeah, he's I just got him into basketball camp and then a football camp. So he's like, Dad, I want a double duty this year. I said, what do you mean double duty? He said, I'm gonna play 2 ways. I'm gonna play baseball or basketball and football. So
so it's the fall and the winter.
Yeah, he's lost like he weighed 189 the other day and he was at 215. So he's lost.
Wow.
Nice. And he's getting taller. So I really want to keep him motivated on that. But yeah, when we first got monetized, we had to take down any of his YouTube that somebody commented. So it like took it out of him. But last Saturday, he was like, Dad, let me record and put a video up. And I was like, you know what? It's all for you. So that's why in my listing, I was like, bye, Parker. But he was so excited. He was so excited. Now I think he's coming back.
Oh, nice.
And so what I told him I would do is I'm buying like cassettes, something that's scannable, really easy. So so every Saturday starting next week, he's going to do that. And then like today, I mean, I don't know if they're worth anything, but I picked up, he can just scan them.
Yep.
So I just figured, and I told him whatever it sells for, I'll give, if it sells for $10, you get $10 because if he can stay motivated, which I told him he gets half of it goes to the bank, whatever he sells every week will go into his savings. And then he can have the other half to play with. The other half he's got to buy.
Oh,
And
nice.
if he's not with me, but it's his stuff, I told him I would buy it, but he would just have to pay that back. So he
Jen
doesn't
said she
know.
likes to play two ways as well, in case you're wondering.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
What's up, Harry? How you doing? Harry Hubston's here. So when did you start getting into like opening cards? This is something you've been doing for a while and just start recently like recording it, or?
To be honest with you, it was the whole trying to get Parker back into it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I need to find somebody to just buy them all off me because I have no clue. I don't know nothing about it. And at this point, I would just sell them, which I keep trying. Jen. Somebody.
Jen.
Jen, you need to buy all these Pokemon. But I didn't keep anything out of them. Well, the first box we did, me and Parker did list like 6 or 7, but I think they all sold. I was probably way too cheap because, like I said, I have no clue. And, for him, it's like, all right, Dad, I need my money. I'm like, for what? He's like, well, I want this and this. And I was like, no, you can. I said, man, you can have a real nice car when you turn 16 or buy a cheap car. Or if you're working, I'll give you whatever I have and I'll get something new. And then when you turn 18, man, you can put a good down payment on a house or something.
Wow. That's smart.
I'm trying to get him motivated. Yeah. It's just will he do it. But if he's playing sports and stuff, it's like.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's nice.
Was there a ghost in that? How did that fall over?
Oh, no. My luck. At least it's nothing breakable.
Yeah, I just saw it on the YouTube replay. It just tipped by itself. That's kind of scary.
Well, this black cat I got was probably rubbing all over the chair.
What's up, Amy?
It's just my
what's
ship.
up, PJ?
Just stuff to shipping. My sales, I listed 14 things on Monday. I probably sold 7 to 8 of them already. But
Jen said there's a ghost.
It's probably Scott, my buddy.
He knows you're online, so he's trying to bother you.
Well, what's funny is he's like, we'd always argue about where things should go. And he's like, good darn and well, if it wasn't me, you'd have this thing just packed and cluttered. I said, oh, crap. Now look at it. It's beyond packed and cluttered.
Oh, like I say, me and you should have a competition on who's more packed and cluttered, because I think they were both pretty bad.
That thing is, though, there's a 3-car garage not attached. John's never even been in there. It's full. And then I got a 4-car garage at home full and 3 bedrooms upstairs full. And it's man, I would really like to just take the stuff at home and save all that money instead of paying people. But then again.
So that's all like the Pokemon cards. What about the sports cards and stuff that you're opening? That's also because of Parker, or is that something that you're into?
I'm into ball cards. I used to collect them and stuff up till probably 91 or 92. So I do still love them, but I have like 4 or 5 boxes of like I got Shaq rookies, Kobe rookies, but I have no desire to list them. I was for a while, like on Sundays would list them, but I don't know if they took away that sports card 20 under shipping, because I sold a card for $1.70 free shipping, and it would not allow me to click on that. And it was like, your buyer clicked priority shipping. I was like, yeah, I bet he did. So I canceled it and said, I'm sorry, man, I'm not going to pay this kind of money.
That's crazy.
Card. Yeah. And like I said, I was just, the only reason why, I kind of cut a lot of people like, why would you waste your time? And it's like, well, to me, I was going through cards, and it's like, well, heck, I'm sitting right here. I can just boom, boom, nothing, just to see. And it seems like it was good, but the cards I was picking out aren't the best. And like, I have so many that are gradable cards, and it's like, man, I wish I could just send them all in, but they put a stop on it. Like, I think it's 89.90 or 90.91 hoops. There's did you see the Michael Jordan story that they had?
The last dance, that one?
Maybe. I don't know if that was
on Netflix.
Yeah, it was on Netflix, but it was telling how they went to Orlando Magic and they stole his basketball jersey. I don't know. Did you hear about that?
No.
Well, they stole his jersey, so he had to wear number 12. Well, just so happened to be the day that people for the ball cards were snapping pictures. So,
So you got 12.
First short run, yeah, the first short run had that 12 in it. Well, if you get it great, it's like, and it's a mint, which I have like 3 of them that I feel like could be a mint. But even if it's a 9, mint brings like 8,000. 9 brings like 3 to 5, and it's like, you know, I have so many of those and the Jordan itself in that year, and it's like, man, it's like I just want to get them graded and then, you know, make good money. But it's so expensive.
Waiting for like the whole craze to settle down before you get them graded, right? Because like,
well, PSA has a hold on it.
Yeah,
like you can't send no more. So I mean, I don't know how long that's going to happen. But yeah, I definitely would want to get them because I have like, I mean, I have so many, like I said, the Shaq rookies. You know, stuff I want to send and get graded, and then like later on, or if they pass away, or you know, something like that, that might make them jump up. Like I just got a Willie Mays ball card, and he signed the back of it. You know, and he's like 79, 80.
Nice. So TJ, we have a Jen coming on in about 20 minutes, and she's a Pokemon master, so she could probably teach you what to do with those because I have no clue what to do with them. I just collect them. Right. Danny just opens them for his kid. So what was the best like pool you had probably like this year for sports cards? What was the best pool you made?
Oh, what's his name? It's the Justin Herbert.
Oh, that one you saw for like 150? That one? On eBay?
That was my best. Well, what was funny was when I pulled that, you're guaranteed an autograph, and the lady at this sports card was like, "Oh, buy this," and I'm like, "I don't think it's this. I don't think I never hit a good autograph." Shoot, sure enough, the autographs was selling for $4.99. I didn't even list it, but then I was like,
"That one sold for 150."
Yeah, and I mean, this thing was meant because they said that the shiny reflector part is always scratched, and I was like, "Dude, there's no scratches."
I damn it, guy, I've called time out. Cheryl wants a special hello from both of us. So, hi, Cheryl. Thank you for coming, Cheryl.
Cheryl, the reseller. I like your photo.
Thank you for being here, Cheryl. We appreciate you. Is that good? Can we continue?
Hello to everybody, because I'm not even looking at the comments. So I apologize if you're saying hi to me and I'm not replying. I'm just looking over here. Plus, for some reason, it's not even letting me comment. I can see them, but I can't type anything. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
So for most of my shows, I try to have this thing called Explain the Gram, where I grab 2 pictures from your Instagram, right? And I'm just going to share them, and I want you to talk about it a little more, okay?
Okay.
So let me see if this will work for me. So here's the first one. Did that show up? Yes, it does. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tell me more. What is this car all about?
That's my late model. My partner, he was great driver. So I bought it and he drove it and at our local racetrack, and we were actually, I have a different race car, which it's yellow, and I bought this so I could put that motor in, because this is called, they have a late model and a sportsman. They don't do sportsmans no more, and that was basically an old sportsman. But Sterling Marlin, it was a real big race. Sterling Marlin was racing it. So
wow.
I was like, and my buddy wouldn't do it. And I was like, screw it, I'll drive it. I mean, it's race ready. It's good to go. But I couldn't fit in the freaking car. It was so small. It was like, I mean, I could get in it, but the seat was so close, like my knees. I mean, there's just no room. And so I finally talked him into it, and he finished 5th. And we got paid like $850. And that was a lot, because usually don't pay that, but with it being a big race, yeah, he came 5th. So it was pretty cool.
So is it still at the mall now, or where is it now?
No, I actually had it at my house. I have the whole body and everything to it, but this time last year, well, see, there was me, Scott. Now me and Scott had the shop together, but Al, he was our setup guy. So when Scott was not doing so well, I sold the frame and everything to Al, and he was going to put it together. And then when Scott got better, we were going to give it to him. And they got the car almost done, but 2 months from the day Scott passed away, Al passed away. So now I have all the body parts and stuff, which I'm going to. I was actually in my garage today, like thinking about him and stuff. So I just need to sell it all and be done, because I actually have a late model here at the shop, which was my partner's. So I think I'm going to put that together, and it's pretty bad apples.
So is like racing pretty popular where you are? Like this kind of racing?
It is, but there's so many issues with our racetrack guy. He's such an idiot. Like, he'll change the rules on you. If he doesn't like you, he'll just, you can get disqualified. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So people like that take the fun out of the sport. But man, in the summertime, it's like there's no shade. So it's like, that's the part I can't stand. That and the fact that I got that back. And believe me, it's scary to be behind a race car. I got in it.
I believe it.
Raced the last race a few years back, and they have like this cup thing that your foot goes in. Well, I only drive with one foot normally, because you can put it in third gear or five, whatever. I think there's third gear is all you need. So when I get in there, I was going into turn one, coming out of turn two, and I took my foot up. Well, of course, it was stuck in there, so it slammed my foot right back down, and I ended up taking out the inside wall. It was horrible.
Now, probably these cars that you have are probably less safe than the NASCAR cars, right? So, like, probably every wreck is more scarier, or probably going slower as well. So that could be also part of it.
Well, it's only like a tenth of a mile. It's a really little track, but it's the fastest track for that size. It might be 3/10 of a mile. I can't remember. Yeah, 1/10 would be too little. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you can still fly. You can always get hurt on no matter.
What about this one?
I don't know about you, but that's hard to find.
Oh, Crown Royal Peach. You still have it?
Well, I got Sarah one and me one. We never tried it, and it's so hard to find it here. A buddy of mine bought them, so I went and bought two. Gave her one for her birthday, and then man, we liked it.
Is it better than the apple?
Yeah, I think so. But I that's because I'm more of a peach than an apple. But they both taste good to me. I got an apple sitting over there. But me and my partner, that's all. Every day before we opened, we would each take a shot. That was his thing. But he always had nasty bourbon. Like, ugh. So I don't know. Like one day I was just feeling like, I just need to take a shot a day and relax. But now I'm on medicine and stuff. So when I did it, I was passed out. Like,
yeah.
Okay, that was good.
So NASA, that's when she first met you in Piqua, your son. She is sorry for your loss. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's coming up. It was a year this week, right? Or
I think it was Tuesday.
Wow.
Wednesday. And then my cousin, he was just here, and we spent 3 hours together and stuff. And I think he had a heart attack, and he was supposed to be here last Saturday. And I told Sarah when I got home, I said, Joe never came by or nothing. And then my mom called me all crying. I'm like, I knew somebody died. I'm like, who died? And she's like, you're not going to believe it, blah, blah. And I'm like, who? And she's like, Joe. And I was like, no way. We just literally talked on the phone last night. He just came over for 3 hours, and he was only 51. So we had that this week. And then one of my cousins passed away Tuesday. It's just been sucky.
Yeah. Again, the thing in threes, right? So it's like it happened again. Yeah, man. So that's crazy.
Yeah. And then a lot of my friends know. I know the kid's dad. He was riding a motorcycle, and a 90-year-old man pulled up in front of him and killed him too. So it's like, I don't know. It's just something about May. If I can make it through May.
I appreciate you still coming on with all that stuff happening, man. That's
honestly, man, I appreciate it because it actually motivated me and got me on my funk. I had a couple other people like reaching out, just saying, hey, man, you always got videos every day. What's going on? And I was like, man, the last thing on my mind is that daggone shop or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, like I was to the point, like, I was like, I'm not even going to make another video. I'm just done. And then it's like, Sarah, she's like, would you quit doing that? You know dang well you like it. And because I was like, I'll just sell my tickets. But sometimes, like when you get down, it's always good to be surrounded by good people that necessarily don't know what exactly is going on, but they can tell that you're struggling.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like you was reaching out and back and forth, so it always just kind of helps take your mind out of what you're going through. So
for sure.
If I didn't see him just that for 3 hours, like we just had a good time, that might be different, but
yeah.
And
it's crazy. Like I know you for like less than like a month, right? like it's probably like a month ago, and it's crazy how like close we got just over that one live. It's pretty much the only time I talked to you, and we both were pretty open with each other and open about everything that's happening. So it's pretty rare you see someone that's genuine. So it's definitely.
That's what a lot of people say. They're like, "Man, you just got this thing about you that is so likable." And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "They're like, you're honest." I'm like, "What?" So what? Nobody else is, like. But you honestly though, like I know what they mean now because there's so many people out there. Like, hey, if you need anything, but and then when you reach out to them, then nothing. You're just like, okay. That was
like, oh yeah, I'll help you next time.
Or they reach out to you when they need your advice.
Mm-hmm. Been there. What's up,
yeah,
Art Vandalay?
Hey, I'm going to do a live. Could you see if your buddy
and Nancy
Picker would come on? I'm like, no, not.
Oh wow! Did try to do that to you? Try to use you? Yeah. Oh, that's messed up.
More than you know.
Yeah, that's not good. You want to talk about your giveaway real quick? While I still have you on?
Yeah, we hit 2K, which I think was like 1881 or something. It keeps fluctuating. Every time it goes to 1880, I go back down to 1.87. When it goes to 1881, I get 1.8. That drives me nuts. And so as soon as we do hit there, I'm going to give away a white 7 GoPro, and then I have a case with all kind of accessories. What for? I don't know. That just comes with it, and I have 2 or 3 of them, but I never really used anything until today. I took that chest thing out. And then I also got a Piqua Resellers hat, and I'm going to give see how many they want, but I'll give them like a nice amount of stickers for Piqua Resellers.
Nice, awesome. So guys, he's like 100 and something away from it. As soon as he hits it, he's giving away a GoPro, which is much better than most of the giveaways you guys see on YouTube. I give away this when they hit 1,000. So
hey,
a GoPro's a lot better.
I need to get one of your shirts if you got one, big boy.
I make him. Actually, it's funny that Keith won the giveaway. K&D Flips.
Did he really?
Yeah. I got a shirt his size. It's on. It should have got to his house by now. So,
that's cool. Yeah, he actually called me while I was doing my pick, and I said, hey, "I'll get back with you. I'm gonna come on Philly Flipper. So if you're not busy, stop in." But he's Central Time, so he's still not.
Veronica loves a GoPro. There we go.
Well, definitely sign up. You have to sign up. You have
to sign up, guys.
Go subscribe on my channel. We'd appreciate it. And me, honestly, I just hope somebody that gets this just not want to get to flip it.
Yeah.
My whole reason to giving that away, to be honest, is I know so many of the smaller YouTubers and people that are like, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have that. And so my thought was, you know what? I'll just give somebody one, and then hopefully that they do good, and then they'll say, hey, look, I started this because on you and stuff, and then I can have them on a video like, look, this is why it's fun for us smaller channels to give away stuff, because like this person is actually starting a YouTube channel and he's using the camera I got from him.
So Cheryl said, so sorry for your loss. April May has been hard for me too. Mom's been in a hospital because of death. It's good to do things to help you keep busy. Sending praise her way. Yep.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Absolutely true, Cheryl. I love to get monetized too. Veronica, yeah. Being monetized is a lot of fun. Oh boy, I already see somebody in the background, and I don't like what she's wearing.
In the background.
Oh, see it. My next interview is here.
Oh, I was like, is there something bad that's in my behind?
You're like, wait, what's going on right there?
I'm like, wait, what? I don't know that kind of stuff.
Before I bring her up, you want to talk about your Monday show, and then I'll bring her in.
Yes, on Monday nights, my buddy K&D Flips, Keith, which we rotate weeks So it's near on Piqua Resellers one week, and then it'll be on K&D Flips. So check him out. Subscribe to him if you guys are interested in watching our live. What we tried to do, and the whole reason for it was reseller goals. Unfortunately, we have so much going on that we haven't been able to really like set goals. But when we do, I'm actually probably going to bring Sarah in there too, because she's going to be she's into clothes and stuff. So we're actually going to have her do like a video once a week, twice a week maybe. So we're just trying to build, and it's basically a good way to chat with everybody. And the next two Mondays, I believe he's got a son that's graduating, so I'm looking for a co-host at least for this Monday. So if anybody wants to, hit me up Instagram, or
it's a good way to get some exposure. Danny got a lot of subs, so if you want people to know what your channel is about, and it's just pretty much like a conversation like this, just talking about eBay, talking about reselling, talking about life. It's not nothing too difficult.
And if it's somebody that I don't really know, I have 15 questions like right here that I would ask, try to start getting there, see what their goals are. And it's just kind of cool to see what other people has for their goals. So yeah, that's pretty neat.
All right. So without further ado, let me invite the next guest. Oh boy, it's going to be interesting.
I was pumped. Like, this is the highlight of my night, my week. You know, I'm like, yes, I can't wait to be a pickle.
Me, I lost. I'm a loser.
Paul needs a chocolate bunny in his life.
I know, right?
Okay. I don't know if I'm still on or not, but if I am, goodbye. Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Wow. I love your lipstick. I'm serious. Where do you get it? I'm about to start doing my videos, and I'm just to see what people think.
I blend a lot of stuff, but you
oh my goodness, you got the shades, everything.
Yeah, I'm official leader of the Squirtle Squad today. This has been my dream. I have dreamt.
Did you put a squirtle on your face too? I didn't even see that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You sure did.
That's a tattoo I just got recently.
What is that called now?
I'm not going to wear this the entire time, so I had to look a little normal at some point. But to be the official Squirtle Squad leader, I had to have the whole get-up. Danny, it's Squirtle Squad. So Squirtle is my Pokemon.
Oh, you say
little guy. It's this little guy. It's a canny resemblance, isn't it? Let me show a little chest.
There you go, guys. They look alike.
Identical.
Chris says, if only Paul was dedicated. Yeah, Chris, as soon as Jen sent me a picture of her outfit, I started looking for Charmander onesies in my area, and nobody was selling them. And then the only ones that could get here was by next week. I'm like, well, that's pointless.
Yeah. I told him, Paul, I said, ask Emily to borrow her.
It would have got. I have to drive up there to like 6 hours to get it from her. Oh man.
Hey Danny, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do I sound okay?
You sound like you're in a tin can.
Do I really?
Yes.
Dang it. Well, if I take my headset off, there would be a little bit of echo, I think.
Okay.
Do you normally hear echo in my live?
I don't think so.
I'm never in your life.
Yeah, you're not, you jerk.
Oh, man.
All right, well,
Cheryl says, girl, you make Squirtle look sexy. That's what Cheryl just told you. No pain to gain. Sticking the drive. All right, Danny. You have anything else to say before you say goodbye?
Nope.
Anything that we didn't talk about?
Sorry, sweating.
No. Every time we get closer and closer to our 2K giveaway, I will put videos up. I get a lot of people saying, when is it? When is it? I don't know when it'll be until when we get really super close. I'll put a video and then figure it all out then. So.
All right. So, guys, his channel is in the link down below. Make sure you guys give him a sub. He's going to post videos again pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have one from today, little shop that I found today. So I'm going to put that on Monday. My goal is to list a little bit that I got from there.
and then he has a show every Monday night, and then I see you sometimes live on Fridays as well. Is that going to make a permanent thing or no?
Me?
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, NC Phlipper Picker. Like I had just totally become a fan, and just really liked him, and we were messaging back and forth, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to do this one day?" And then that was the day that he said he could do it. So that I try not to do that because I know we got a lot of other people doing a live, but that was just so that I could get to know him better and stuff, because he's going to be kind of close this summer, and he wants to stop and do a meet and greet and all that. So I just thought, heck, this would be cool. I can get to know him and stuff. So yeah, he's a really good guy. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's got I think NC Picker is when he goes to the garage sales, and then NC Phlipper is when he's listing what he sold. So.
He's one of those cool guys with 2 channels.
Yeah, but his first one's got like 15,000 subscribers.
Like Jen's Closet Gems, and then Jen's Closet Trash.
Jen's in the closet with Pokemon.
Scroll's my favorite. Look, Justin's Scroll's a favorite as well. All right, Danny. Oh, she just left me. Never mind. I was about to kick you out, but then Jen just left.
You could be solo. She must hit it.
She probably wanted to take the hoodie off because that thing was probably that hot. She was definitely, what is the word? Not addicted. How you go all out, go 100%. Dedicated. That's the word. Dedicated. I'm a Charmander fan, but take that ball. She just left. It's nothing to take.
What are
you doing to me?
Sorry, I was playing with my microphone setup. Does this sound better?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm done. I'm not touching anything. Sorry, Danny.
That sounds better.
I was about to say goodbye to Danny, and then you were like, all right, guys, peace.
Yeah, I was like...
I'm sorry. I turned the volume down like super low on my phone. So I'm going to like struggle to hear you a little bit. So hopefully there's no echo though, and I sound better.
It's probably super hard to see with those glasses on. You know?
Yeah, I'm going to take them off soon. I'm going to take them off now, actually.
Hi, Danny.
Hey, it was good seeing you guys. You guys be good. Everybody stay safe. Be kind.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
Peace, man.
Bye, Danny.
See you around.
Bye.
Okay, it's too hot. Sorry, look at. I decided to go over my aqua hair with a more of an impact blue, but then it's like coming off of my hand, so I have to have a towel.
Jen's very colorful today. Yeah, she is. What's up, JV? I got to do some of these comments that you just missed. So Justin said Squirrel is his favorite.
Yes, so, Justin. Justin is Squirtle Squad. So Chris, Justin, and we're a power team. So far, you and Emily, I need a third for sure.
The Michael said, no pain, no gain. You should have taken the drive. So I'm probably not supposed to do it. Then Cheryl said, you make Squirtle look sexy.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Cheryl. I'm definitely the female version of Squirtle.
Nana said, you and Squirtle are twins.
Oh, thanks, Nana.
Let's see.
It's crazy how much hotter it is just having the hoodie on. I don't know how Emily does it. She wears her hoodies with her onesies and her lives all the time, and that's sweaty.
Lynn's wondering, do you have a Stitch behind you? No, I think that's a Squirtle.
It's a Squirtle, yeah.
Right, so.
Little guy.
Look what I got at a yard sale today, Jen. You see what I got at a yard sale today? Isn't that cool?
Hey, that's cute. Why don't you wear that? You should wear that.
I'm gonna ruin the new tag thing. I'm gonna resell it.
Well, you can wear it right now with the tag still on it.
Yeah, then I'm gonna lie to my customers that it was new. Calling me a liar.
You just say that you tested it. It's new and tested, and it works perfectly.
New tested for a very large head.
You're welcome.
So, Jen.
Yes.
Tom, who are you?
I try to figure that out on a daily basis. I don't know. That's a really hard question. I like everything. I like adventure. I like to try stuff. I like to do stuff. I like to move. I'm not, too timid. I'm a little bit of everything, and I'm willing to try anything and everything at least once. I do resell. So I don't know, Paul, if you plan on this being like real serious or not, but I'll just follow your vibe. I do resell.
It's
I
going to
do
be a
this.
mix of both. I don't think it's going to be as serious as the dating interview. That one was very serious. This one might be a little more laid back.
That'll work. What I can go with the flow, definitely. But yeah, I do resell. So anybody who doesn't know me, I do resell as my main source of income. I've been doing a full-time reseller gig since January, the beginning of this year. I try to work as little as possible. That is my goal with my reselling business, is to do as little work as possible to still make enough money.
What a goal that is. I just don't want to work. That's my goal.
I want to live, I want to live. I don't want to work. I want to do all the things. I want to go hiking. I want to go on trails. I want to go fishing. I want to go on boat rides and parasailing and scuba diving. And I want to do all of that stuff and like have fun with my family and make memories. So I honestly try to work as little as I need to. It doesn't always work. I mean, this is hard. This is really, really hard work.
You guys know how hard it is to put on a squirrel outfit and come on live, guys?
This is my artistic outlet, though. So this is like my de-stressing.
How long did that take, by the way? How long did it take to get ready?
Not long. I mean, this I didn't draw this. This was like I just stuck it on my face.
Oh, thanks. That would be very impressive if you could draw yourself like that.
Yeah. I have the eyeshadow and lipstick down pretty quickly, and then like I just sprayed my hair. So I don't know. It probably took me 30 minutes in total, including like putting the onesie on and grabbing the glasses.
That's not bad.
So yeah, whenever I do like, if I do crazy stuff on my face, that probably takes like 2 hours usually.
Oh, okay.
Like if I get very detailed, but when it's just a solid color, it's not too long. I just slap it on there.
What's up, Derek? Derek made it out.
Hey, Derek! Hey!
So, tell us, how long did you have your YouTube, and what inspired you to make a YouTube?
I've had it. We're in May, 11 months. So the end of June will be a full year since I first put out content on YouTube, and I guess I didn't really get inspired, though, to making content and being like a content YouTube creator until about halfway through. But when I first did my video, it was because I purchased a liquid wholesale box of clothing, and there wasn't much, it was B&G trading, and there weren't many videos on it about what kind of boxes they were, what the quality was, the reviews. So I decided, since I purchased that box and was going to open it, let me just do a simple review and an unboxing and put it out there. And then I kind of just kept doing that because I would order a lot of ThreadUp boxes and Stitch Fix boxes, and I have FabFitFun boxes. So I just figured, okay, I'll just do unboxing videos. And that kind of got
boxes for days.
Yeah, that got old for me quick. I think I got bored of making those videos because it was just like the same thing, This is what I get. I'm gonna make a little bit of money, and if you want to get one, go for it. So I started changing it after that.
Yeah, I feel that's very important for everybody who's a content creator to adapt to it as well, because a lot of times people don't adjust and then they just burn out. They're like, this is so boring to make, but then they continue making it until they just like want to quit YouTube because like, man, like I hate what I'm doing. So like, it's okay for you guys to make your channel go in a different direction. I used to do daily vlogs, and I was like, this is so boring for me to do. Probably boring for people to watch because I don't do anything. kind of like you, like, hey guys, I'm back here again. I'm gonna pack some things. I'm gonna list some things. I'm gonna go through some things. Why are you guys still watching? Yeah, it's pretty much so. I was like, let me change it in a little different direction. So it's okay for you guys as well. People who are in the chat maybe have kind of same thoughts that me and Jen had. It's okay for you to say, okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna stop doing this and try this out. That a lot of people are probably scared to do that, but
yeah, don't be scared to pivot. I mean, even now, like, that's why my content, my channel, Harry, hey Harry.
Hey, Harry, you should have seen her earlier. You wouldn't know it was her.
Oh, so I could kind of put it. I can put this part back on. Let me see. I just gotta clean my hands again. Just in case anybody missed it, let me put on my glasses. Let me get the full. Now, if anybody doesn't know this look, just Google Squirtle Squad so it makes sense to you. If not, I might just look foolish.
There it is, guys. There it is.
There it is. Good. I'm good. This is who I'm mimicking. So, Harry, Derek, if you missed it, I know you wouldn't want to miss this, Derek.
I just remember watching Harry open pull a Charizard, and he was more excited about the Diglett. He's like, "Oh, this is a shiny one."
I was screaming at my phone so much. Harry, look at the other card. Look at the other card, Harry.
He's like, "Oh, this one's shiny right here. This is good." He's like, "No, what's in the other hand?"
Yeah, I get excited. I mean, obviously, okay, I love Pokemon, guys. I do. Anybody who doesn't know, I love Pokemon. I collect Pokemon. I play the game. I play video games of Pokemon. I mean, obviously, if I'm dressed as a character, maybe it's a little bit obsessive. Maybe it's a little weird. I don't know. You can decide. But for me, I really do like it, and so I've started to try to get more into reselling Pokemon also, because it's expensive to have a hobby. Anybody who has a hobby, which most resellers have some sort of like collection hobby, and it gets expensive, and you got to sell stuff every now and then. So I have been trying to sell bits and pieces here and there that I can do without, and that I think the value is not going to increase dramatically or something in the future.
What's up, Anfisa? And Harry says you look like a turquoise ninja turtle.
That works. That's Squirtle. That's Squirtle.
Derek says he loves it. That's why you're his Pokemon wizard.
I am a wizard. Only a few people know that.
Harry loves the lipstick.
Yes, Cheryl.
All right, so explain to me where the Pokemon obsession came from, or I guess let's say love first before obsession.
Yeah. You can say obsession. It wouldn't offend me. I don't know. I think everybody's obsessed to a few things here and there, and it's okay. But when it very first came out, I was how old was I? Like 10 years old. And my cousins, I had two male cousins who were close to my age, and I have a younger sister who's close to my age. And we grew up, like siblings. We were thick as thieves, and we just kind of bought some cards. We were always at the comic book store just looking at stuff. When they came out, we bought some. We fell in love with it. We loved the idea of the game. So I like strategy games a lot. And when it comes to card games, like the card games, there's a lot of strategy behind playing. Even though it's technically made for children, it's a very, very good learning game, like as a child, to learn strategy, just to learn different plays and stuff like that. So I kind of got hooked on that, and then we started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which Yu-Gi-Oh is a little bit harder of a game to play for the card game version.
There's a lot more strategy involved.
It was just like a very strong family bonding experience, and we had a lot of fun, and I never outgrew it. I would be the person in high school, and I'm like in 11th grade walking past the nerds with all of their Pokemon cards out battling, and I'm just like hovering over watching, like, oh, that was good. And I was technically like an athlete, I was an athlete, so it was kind of strange, but I was still just like welcoming myself with them. So I've always done it. I've never really stopped playing Pokemon or liking it, but I think that's what it was. You find a bond with your family or your friends, and you just kind of grow together, and it's very nostalgic in that way.
Yeah, I totally get it. I was kind of like you, but besides the friends part, none of my friends really cared about the game as much, like the Pokemon card game. So the game for like the Game Boy was a complete game changer for me. Like when Pokemon Blue came out, I would play that game nonstop, and then like continue to Gold, and then the biggest like update for me was when I think it was the Advanced SP that had the light up screen that I could play in the dark, because that was always the biggest thing. Where like the screen didn't light up, so I had to have like a light on it to play like in the dark. And then, so like the first like 3 games I just would play religiously. So that's Probably the same kind of age bracket as you. I was probably like 10 years old when that was happening as well.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it so cool, like being our age though, and knowing what it felt like to say like, wow, technology. I have a little game that has a light on it that I can play in the dark.
Right.
I mean, it's just so cool. Like it was really just so mind blowing back then for that kind of stuff. So I think it was cool. So it kept it fun.
Oh yeah, and I think that's what the nostalgia of it is just so real as well. That's why those games are still worth so much money.
Yep.
It's because people like me and you like, oh, let me go back and play it. So Adam says that there's an echo. That's not good.
Is it a bad echo, Adam, or is it like?
I don't know if anyone else hear. I hear a little bit, but I don't think it's like terrible. Kang says, or Camilla, huge money Pokemon because of nostalgia now, because all the kids grow up and start making money. That's popular for kids these days. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so let's talk more about your little reselling. All right. What do you like mainly source?
I don't have a mainly source place, but a lot of my sourcing I do. I love yard sales, garage sales. That's definitely one of my funnest ways of sourcing. And but there's not always garage sales and yard sales going on, and typically it's just like a Friday, Saturday kind of thing. And with that goes estate sales. I do like estate sales also, but again, there's just not as many. So what's easier for me to do, I like good old fashioned thrift stores. Goodwill is kind of my go-to because there's a couple of them really close to me, and I always find good stuff for pretty decent to good prices. But I do retail arbitrage also, and my favorite place to retail arbitrage as of now is Ross, only because I can go there and shop like casually, and I only find 1, 2, maybe 3 items that I'll pay up for a little bit, because I don't always go just when there's clearance sale. I'll go and pay the retail price and just be able to buy something for $30 and sell it for $100, or so I get a little bit larger return, and it's not stressful or anything, and all I got to do is remove the Ross sticker, and that's it. So it's very easy. But those are kind of my 3, I would say: Ross, Goodwill, and yard sales.
Surprised to hear Goodwill. Not many people praise Goodwill like you just did. So that is definitely surprising.
I was reading, there's just trying to. I don't know. Some people say it sounds good. Some say there's a little bit of an echo.
I feel like we're just gonna keep rolling.
I'm sorry, you guys.
If it's an echo, guys, adjust your ears.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. What I was going to ask you. So what is the best flip you made? Was it Ross, Goodwill, yard sale?
Well, I did last year. I did a video with my top 5 over $100 flips, and I think 3 of those items were from Ross. So that was definitely, I didn't think about it. I didn't really know that until I made that video. So I'd have to, I think, go back and really look to see where my best flips come from, like as far as profit goes, because my highest flips usually do come from retail arbitrage, but my best profit flips, which are the ones that, really matter, the profitable flips, probably come from yard sales. Because yard sales, that's where I find my best prices. I can negotiate. The only place that I can actually negotiate are yard sales and estate sales. So that's probably where I find my most profitable items.
So Mike says the Goodwills in San Antonio haven't gotten out of control yet. So you guys are lucky.
they're still pretty reasonable. I know Danny. Yeah, Danny has he's got a 100% hate relationship with his Goodwills.
He wants them to burn to the ground, pretty much. This is what I got from,
no,
from talking to him
really about it. And the people working, all the employees and the people helping out, volunteering and stuff, they're all really good. Honestly, I enjoy our Goodwills. They're usually pretty clean, at least the ones that I go to. But I mean, they're usually pretty clean. Yeah. They're well kept. They're well stocked. So.
Yeah, I have no problem with the staff or the building. I just have the problem with the outrageous prices that I've seen. And how there's not like I was telling him, I was there for 30 minutes yesterday. I got 2 little wicker chairs and 3 plush. Because the rest of the stuff, they wanted $20 for a pot and a pan and stuff, and like insane.
Yeah.
And usually we just have like, okay, t-shirts are whatever, $2, jeans are $3. Now some poor guy there is pricing every shirt based on what he sees. So like we have like a Ralph Lauren polo is like $12, and then like a regular polo is like $3. And I'm like, somebody's actually here pricing every single item. that's insane for me. Yeah. So I try to avoid Goodwills and thrift stores as much as I can. But that's because I mainly store storage unit. That's where I get most of my stuff from. But it's good to know that Goodwills aren't terrible everywhere.
See, ours are pretty. Yeah, they're standard prices. Like shoes are pretty much all $7. Shirts are all $4.79. Jeans are all $7. So they're very, even like today I found a pair of new with tag Sorel boots, and the price tag on there showed the retail price of $120, and they're still priced for $7. They were still priced for $6.95. So and I found a new with tag Columbia shirt with the price tag on there of $45, and it's still priced for $4.79. So they're just I think they get so much stuff, and instead of like just doing pallets or whatnot, they just price it just boom, 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 and they get it out there, and that's why they're always stocked.
So Veronica says jeans are hers are $7.50, so she only shops them when they're half off for color of the week. Veronica, they actually got rid of that here in my Goodwills. The color of the week stuff isn't happening anymore. We used to have color of the week where it was like half off the whole week, then it was $1 on Sundays. They got rid of that, so we can't do that anymore. Talk to me a little about your little hobby of waiting in line at 3 a.m. for cards to come out.
Sadly, that's kind of come to a little bit of an end, but
for
a little over a year, I've actually been going to Target. So I've had a good relationship with our local Target card vendor, and every Thursday, Friday, I would know where he would go, and there would be like 5 or 6 of us, and we would just wait for him to show up. He would stock all of the stuff we didn't want, and then he would hand out one to each person who was there in line, however many we wanted, and it was just nice and easy and smooth. And I would get a lot of stuff if I wanted, which I always did because I open everything. I open up all of my Pokemon stuff except for a few that I like for display. So like I have some boxes back here, and I have a computer room with all of my Pokemon display. But it was just easy at Target, and at Walmart it was always hit or miss. You never really knew. But once it started to get a little bit harder, I would say it got pretty tough, like starting November of last year, where the line started going from like 6 people to 15 to 20 to 40. So I started going to Walmart, and I started trying to figure out when the Walmart vendor was going, when Walmarts were getting stocked. And then like 2 months ago, they started, Target was like on a little bit more strict basis. And there's like 60 to 70 people in line at our Targets for like 5 weeks in a row overnight. So if you think my 3 a.m. is crazy, these people would be in line at 7 p.m. the day before. So Target was still open. Customers were still going, and they're outside with their chair, sitting in line by the door. And when I get there at 3, there's people with what are those camping bags called? Sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags?
Yes.
So, one person had it's like Black Friday every single time it gets restocked.
Yep. One person had a small one of those little barbecue, like a mini round grill. I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm not that crazy. But see, those people, they really were there for mainly sports cards, to really try to flip the sports cards and also open them up, because sports cards, the prices are outrageous, which what I think Target should have done, instead of stopping this whole not selling certain card business, they should just raise the prices. Raise the prices. Instead of charging $15 for a box that I'm going to go and sell for $120, charge $100 for the box. There you go. Like, the scalpers will stop, the hoarding will stop, the lines will stop. Just charge $100. Target wins. They make more money. And if that's what it's worth, if the market is calling for that price, then obviously that's what they're worth. So either the retail stores need to start increasing prices, or the card companies need to increase prices, or they just need to make so much more where they're not going to be as valuable. I mean, something, you can't just stop selling them.
I'm just confused. Like, what does the person in line get? The first guy get, the number 20 guy doesn't get. If they have a limit, like, why do you have to be number 1? Like, why can't you just come in like at 3 like you?
Because the best items, the top items that people want the most, that are the most valuable, there's only usually like 3, 6, or 10 of them. There's only a few of them. There's not a very large quantity of them ever, unless you get lucky. And maybe so like if you get in a box, a box of like, say Elite Trainer boxes, there's 6 that come in there. So if they get 1 full box and that's it, then there's only 6 of these Elite Trainer boxes. And if there's 60 people in line, then you have to be at least 1 through 6, or you're not going to get that. So that's why they want to be there first, because even though they're going to get 1 item and I'm going to get 1 item, they want first pick of the best item that they can get.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So if I were to buy an Elite Trainer box, how much money would I make on it if I flip it?
Well, the Elite Trainer boxes, so that I'm still able to get those fairly easy because people want more of the sports cards. But right now, like one of the newest style boxes is Battle Styles, which a lot of people don't really like Battle Styles because it's extremely hard to get good cards in it. But if I pay for it, it's $40 is what it costs retail. And if I wanted to sell it, this box right now, I could probably get about 65, maybe more, because now they're going to be a lot harder to find. I'm not sure. But there's some boxes like the, Champions Path Elite Trainer box, which is the one with the Charizard on there. That box costs $50 retail because it comes with the promo Charizard card. The promo Charizard card on its own is worth about $20 depending on the condition. Wow. So that right there already kind of makes the box worth 50 plus 20. But at minimum now, I can find those boxes for like $85, $90. That's about the minimum that I can find those online is $90. And my local card shops, when they do have them, they're selling them for $90 to $110.
Okay, so that's not enough for me to sit from 7 p.m.
No.
So what does the guy at 7 p.m. get? Like, what box is he after?
They get Panini Prism boxes. Or they get NBA Prism boxes like hoops. So there's a few different, it just depends on what's kind of being released at the time. But right now, basketball is pretty hot. So there's a box that you can buy. It's $15 retail for a hanger box. And they can sell that pretty quickly as is unopened for about $140. And I'm talking about within 10 minutes, they're on the phone and they're flipping it locally. Or you can put it up on eBay before you've even paid for it, and you're out the store and it's already sold kind of a price. But if you open it, people are paying that much because there's cards in there that you could get that are instantly worth hundreds of dollars to even $1,000 or so. Like I just bought a UFC booster box. This is a UFC Prism booster box. I spent $20 on this box. I got an offer as soon as I got it. They seen that I had one. They said, I'll give you $100 for it right now. And I said, no. And online, I could have flipped it for about 110, or I could have opened it. And there's quite a few cards in there that are worth $100, $200, $300. So the odds of getting a valuable card are better than just flipping it for like 100, 110. But there's also a Conor McGregor card that is selling for like $14,000, $15,000.
Dang.
So why would I sell it for 110 when I can open it and potentially get a $14,000 card?
It's definitely worth the risk.
so yeah, if but the odds, it's all an odds thing.
Did you open it?
You really have to know what your chances are of getting what you want or what's going to be worth it. For somebody like me with Pokemon, it doesn't matter because I'm opening everything, so I'm going to keep whatever I want and sell whatever I don't need. But for people who do this to make money, it's a stressful game.
Jen just said she saw a headline that Target is no longer selling cards at all, online only. Yep, that's unfortunate. Jen's going to have to sleep at night now. Isn't that crazy?
See, now the thing is, what they announced like 5 days ago or whatever it was, that they weren't going to sell football, baseball, basketball, or Pokemon. So the announcement was just those four. And when I asked on Thursday, I went Thursday to my Target and I asked them, so are they still selling soccer, UFC, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh? They said yes. But now it's coming out to where they didn't mean it that technically. They were just kind of emphasizing on what people want the most. So when I went to Target today, they actually stocked all the rest of the stuff that they had in stock. And they said when they sell out, that's it. They're not stocking any more cards at all, not a single type of card.
Wow.
So I don't know if the Target like managers have the option to still stock cards that aren't in demand, or if they have to stop selling everything completely. I don't know how that's going to work.
So Nana's wondering, why is that Conor McGregor card worth so much?
Well, it depends on player or fighter. You know, it always depends on the fighter, the player, how good they're doing, how well they're doing. And it's just rare. It's a rare card. And with these cards that come out and these Prism cards, they have a full holographic shine to them, which it is easier for them to have factory defects, get factory flaws. So that level of card is always going to be like at its best condition, or like the most, you know, that it's probably going to be worth kind of a price. But yeah, it's just that's people are nuts like me that will spend money to complete their collection. And there's a lot of Conor McGregor fans, like huge fans.
I like Cheryl's answer better. Is he what Cheryl wrote?
There you go. Cheryl answered. Nana, just forget everything I said.
Because he's hot.
Cheryl got it down.
It's not because it's a limited amount or anything like that. It's just
she could probably tell Conor McGregor just by looking at his booty.
now, Cheryl, is he hot or is he cute? Which one is? Jan said, Pokemon, it's crazy because it's 25 years, all milestone decades value shoots through the roof. Exactly. Yep. And I don't see Pokemon going anywhere. So like I can see them easily celebrating a 50-year milestone 25 years from now, and I think it's still going to be a big thing.
Yeah, because I think it was the 5 resellers that mentioned that's it. Like us who were kids, you know, at 10 years old, and I fell in love with Pokemon. Now I have money. I make my own money, and I have money, and like investment is so big, and stocks and crypto, and people are just like trying to work out different types of investment strategies. But people my age also have children, you know, they have kids, they have families. So they have nieces and nephews, and they're getting them involved. So now they're kids who are 8, 9, 10 years old. They're growing up with the same exact mentality that we had. So I really don't see it going anywhere. Of course, I think the market will always dip a little, come back up, kind of fluctuate. But I truly believe that Pokemon is not going to die. I think it's going to have its moments of you know, just stale, and then have its moments of just strong shine.
It just depends on how the people who wanted the company want to do it. But I feel like they're doing a good job and keeping it interesting and entertaining to everybody with all the stuff. So
hi, Nikki. Hi, Perla. Hello.
She's never been into cards, but she thought the kids' Pokemon Cocoa Pop cereal says like the box and cards to sell. Is that a good idea or no?
Well, the cards that came in the cereal boxes, they're not really valuable, which it was funny when people were buying them like crazy. I think if you got them like the first couple of days that they came out, you might have been able to sell those cards for a little bit of money. But they're all like the only card that you really wanted out of those was mainly the holographic Pikachu, but every single box came with the same card. So that just kind of made the value go down a little bit. But I mean, if you hold on to one and you have it in good condition, like I bought 2 boxes of those cereals, one to open the pack to have the card open, and one to have the card sealed in the pack. And that's it. Like I'm not going to go crazy for those, but I do want to have one in my collection.
So Cheryl said he's had the babies hot. Mike said it's not fair. You guys had a Pokemon, I had Lincoln Logs.
That's true.
And what do you do with the collection of cards? It's like my old wedding pictures. I loved them for a minute. Now they're all sit in my closet and collect dust.
Then I play with them. I look at them. Like I have boxes, which I have one here. I mean, like these are the Elite Trainer boxes. So these boxes that they come in, and I have a whole bunch of those, and I have them categorized. And every now and then, I just go and grab a box and I just look through them. And I might have like a cocktail next to me, and just like that's my relaxation moment.
She does it Netflix and chill. She Pokemon and chills, guys.
Yeah, I Pokemon and chill. Yep, I like that one. That's a good one.
Like, you want to come over? Just look at my cards.
I do play though occasionally. So yeah, I do still play the card game.
Blow it. It's important for us. Exactly. Yep. When people have money to blow, they blow it.
Yep.
What's up, Greg? How you doing?
The concept, it's a thin piece of cardboard.
Yes.
Like that's what it is. It's or you could say it's a thick piece of paper.
Yes.
And it's got cool artwork or fun artwork, or it's got some colors to it. And yeah, realistically, to have a card be worth $15,000 or $1 million, I mean, it's crazy. It is. So it's just people like me who make the prices of these worth what they are.
Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia.
Mark says he played with Flinkalogs. We only have played 52 card pickup of Pokemon cards.
Hi, Mark.
All right, so let's put the Pokemon talk first. We talked about Pokemon for 30 minutes, by the way. That was pretty impressive. So let me learn more about Jen. Jen as a person. So were you born in Spain? Is that rumor true?
Yeah. Yes.
So how did you get from Spain to San Antonio?
It's nothing fancy. My parents were in the military, so yeah. So I was actually born in Spain and lived there for 3 years, and then my dad fully retired out of the military and everything, so he was in there for a while. So we just kind of moved. Like my mom decided to just move with him wherever he was being stationed. So he went to Iceland and Korea and Pennsylvania and Florida and Michigan. And so I just kind of traveled a lot of places, but it was all within like a 10-year time frame. So I don't remember a whole lot about all of that, because I think because I was moving, and when you meet friends so often, then you forget about them because you don't have time to really build a relationship with them. So yeah, that's why though. Just because military, nothing exciting.
Did Mike not know you were born in Spain? The Como Fines? He goes, wait, what? I was born in Madrid.
Oh, hold on. It's like staticky on my end. Okay, ask one more time.
Nakoma Fines apparently did not know you were born in Spain, because he said he was born in Madrid.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Oh boy.
I'll come right back. I'm sorry. Tell people hello. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's coming back. Her probably her phone is terrible or whatever. Her internet's terrible. While she's gone, who did I miss? I think I tried to say hi to her. Ooh, Just Me Caffey just got here. Hi, Caffey. Anybody else that I missed while I was gone? If you want to say hello again, I'll try to catch you. I'm trying to get my best to. It's really hard when you have an interview and chat at the same time, but I'm trying to see what's going on. That was her way of avoiding the question. Yeah, I think so too. When I was 17-year-old, I went to Seville, right? Seville. I don't know how to pronounce it. But Spain's on my bucket list. Let's see if she's back now. Can you hear me now?
I spend all my money on Pokemon, so I can't afford internet or good headphones.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. You were like, I don't know my I don't know if it's my StreamYard, I don't know if it's my phone, but after a certain time frame, like I hear you completely staticky and I can't make anything out, so I gotta leave and come back.
You can't lip read?
No.
Oh man.
I wish.
Because like on the stream itself, it doesn't look like you ever like disappear or anything. So like I don't know why it's like must be a you thing. I don't know. But Michael from Nakoma Fines said, "Wait, you were born in Spain to you?" Because he was born in Madrid. Do you guys not know that?
Nice. No, Michael, I didn't know that.
You guys like met up how many times already?
Wow, that's a small world. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. I honestly didn't. Yeah, because I was born in Madrid, Spain, specifically Madrid. So
you guys had that connection this whole time? How many times have you guys met in real life already? You and Michael?
That's really cool. Yeah, we've actually hung out in person 3 times. And
that was never brought up?
Come up, like, how many conversations do you start with people and say, hey, yeah, so by the way, I was born here. Where were you born?
Every single one. Every single conversation. Hey, I'm born in Ukraine. What about you? I would love to visit Spain. So I always thought you were born to like Spanish parents and you guys like immigrated here like me, but you were born to like U.S. citizens. Is that were just in Spain?
Yeah, well, because I was actually like conceived and born in Spain, I had dual citizenship.
Conceived.
Yeah. I was wondering if you would catch that.
Oh, I caught it.
I had dual citizenship until I was 18. So when I was 18, I had to like legally sign if I wanted to be a U.S. citizen or a Spaniard. And so, of course, I chose a U.S. citizen. I live here. But yeah, my mom is Caucasian and my dad is Hispanic. So my grandparents on his family are actually mixed Native American and Mexican. And then my mom's family is Irish and Czechoslovakian.
What a combination that is.
So yeah, I'm a combination.
Cheryl said, Phlipper, I was born in Ukraine.
Yep.
Virginia, she's Spanish as well. Okay. Interesting. So you moved to the States at the age of 3 then, right? Or 5, 3? Can you hear me again or am I muzzled?
Yeah, you said it. Oh, dang it, it's happening again.
Oh boy, here we go. I told her Virginia, but she didn't hear me.
Just type it.
All right, guys, we'll just have another talk without her. It's fine. Let her restart the stream. Oh, this is fun, guys. How are you guys doing? It's so cool to do a DNA test. I'm a complete mutt. Most people are. People who are in the States, especially people who are born here, is definitely, you'd be surprised how many different people or I guess races or cultures you have. Countries. What is the word for it? I don't know. Greg says I was hatched. That's good to know. Me too. I don't think many people are. People are not what I miss. Jen, I wonder what year that was. I used to spend my holidays there. Oh, so you could have seen her, Ella. I don't want to know where you are. Are you back?
I don't know. I'm such a horrible guest. I'm so sorry.
Gaffy says she doesn't want to know where you were conceived. That's what Gaffy just said.
Oh, that's not like just a natural dinner conversation. Hey, nice to meet you. By the way, I was conceived in Spain, Madrid specifically. Where were you conceived?
Now, you sure you were conceived in Spain? In Madrid? Could have been somewhere else.
But I've never gotten to that detailed of an inquiry with my parents, but I'm gonna just go with it with Madrid. Hey, nice, Virginia.
This is really
that's
annoying.
Cool. I'm a complete mutt. Yep.
You are fun, Jen.
Thanks, Patty. Even though I'm
goes, Kathy, I don't want to know where or how I was conceived. Yikes. Oh man. Anyways, now we're done with the conceiving talk. I watched some of your old videos to find some funny moments of you, and you were very very straight point in most of your videos. So it's really hard to catch you slipping. But I did watch the one of them where you were trying to go to different stores and find cards, and you like were striking out time and time again. Are there days where they're just complete duds?
Yeah, and that was aggravating because those days were when I was literally going from store to store to store, just hoping and crossing my fingers. Or, I mean, I have a few local connections that they were going to go to this store and somebody else was going to go to that store. So I would go to another store so that we could kind of break it up and then, you know, tell each other, no, they haven't come yet. Yes, they've already come. There's a line, whatever it might be. But yeah, there were days, and it actually happens a lot, which is why I did that video in particular, because it was before, like, you knew for sure that every store was going to have stuff at the same time. And it was hard because it's a time waster.
It would be devastating for me.
Yeah,
because you're wasting gas, you're wasting all this time, and every single store you go to, like, nope, nothing.
Yep, it's a time waster. And like that day, I even like I had a live scheduled, and when I woke up, I went first thing in the morning, and then I went home. I had to do my shipping, then I had to get on my live, and then I went back out because. For me, it's all like depending on what exactly is coming out. Like if there's a certain style of a new Pokemon that's coming out and I want it, you know, bad enough, or it's going to be good for me, then I'll put that extra energy. But all that means is that now I have to actually stay up longer because I got to do real work and I got to do work for my business. Once they started just forming a line, it was a lot easier for me because I'll just go and sit in line for 3, 5, 8 hours, depending, you know, and I could just list. I would just sit there and list off of my phone. I can list, I could cross list, I could send out offers, I could actually work. But before it was a big waste of everything if I didn't score anything.
Yeah, that would be devastating to me. I would want to quit after like 2 of those days. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not a trooper like you, though.
Yeah.
Clearly, you could see who dressed up for this interview, who didn't. So Veronica had to go, but she wanted to tell you that she was made in Germany before she left. Just
okay, cool.
Since everyone's talking about where they were conceived now, thanks to you.
But you gotta let us know where you're conceived.
I was conceived in Soviet Union, most likely, somewhere. It's a big country. Figure it out.
We won't get into how. We'll just leave it to where.
Yeah, though. That's definitely where and when is the most important part, right? Okay. Tell me more about this swap meet that you did a couple days ago or a week ago.
Yes, that was my very first, swap meet, pop-up sale, rummage sale. It was fun, but it was also a little disappointing because this was at a VFW, so a local VFW. They sent out flyers. It was $20 to get a table inside or $15 outside. I originally wanted one outside so I could take my canopy and more stuff, but I didn't want to spend a lot of time gathering that much stuff when it was my first time, and I didn't know if it was going to be beneficial or not. So I said, let me just do a small table inside, which I'm glad I did now because it was raining. We were in a flash flood warning. And they never canceled it. They only canceled the outside part. So they canceled the outside part. And I was like, well, if they're gonna keep going, then I'll still go. And I did end up I ended up profiting $160 after the table fee, and I don't think I really had to spend anything else, there or anything like that. But there was a couple items that I had just bought, and I kind of remember like the cost of goods for. So I kind of calculated in a little bit of cost of goods. And so $160, we left. My mom was there with me. She went and helped me set up, and her boyfriend and my sister went and took us lunch. So it was nice family time also in the midst of a potential flood that was occurring. So it was fun. It was fun. It was definitely a memorable first experience, and I would do it again. I definitely would have another setup, whether it's inside, outside, whatever, because I don't like to list, probably like a lot of people, I don't like to list a lot of heavy, breakable, fragile items. Not because I'm scared of I don't know how to ship it, but because I'm scared of it breaking. And when I buy that stuff, they're like vintage items or they're beautiful items. And I just feel so stressed out at the thought that it's going to break in transit. So I'd rather sell it locally if I could and know that it's going to at least be enjoyed by somebody else and not get damaged, hopefully. So that was a really good outlet for me to sell items, and people paid what I asked for it. Like the stuff that I was pricing, I priced it fair. I priced it very fair. I didn't charge up at all, but people paid it without hesitation. So I was like, oh, all right. Nobody even tried to negotiate with me.
Oh, wow.
Which I was really surprised about.
Yeah. So do you think you're going to do that again in the future?
Yeah.
Or like a
they have
monthly thing, weekly thing?
Did I what?
You want to do it like every month, every week, or?
Well, I'm trying to set up actually starting in June to set up at a outdoor flea market. So we have a few flea markets around here, some that are pretty big. They have indoor and outdoor spaces. Some that do it, like there's one that's really close to me that has a flea market every Wednesday. So they're open every Wednesday, and they usually have a really good turnout. And I kind of like the idea of doing that one during the week, one day during the week, versus if I do some of the weekend ones, I feel like I would have to do it Saturday and Sunday to really like make it worth it because they're a little bit more expensive. And I don't know if I want to give up my weekend, from garage sales and estate sales and just
that's what's holding me back from doing it. Because Leo's trying to get me to do flea markets. I'm like, bro, like I would give up all my yard sale time. Like I don't want to give that up.
Yeah. That was my biggest drawback was the weekends, but doing one on a Wednesday, I'm like, okay, Wednesday is my flea market day. I know that. Yeah, I can go set up every Wednesday, and only for the summer. I wouldn't want to do it as like a long-term thing, because I'd rather just set up like at an indoor antique booth or something where I just leave my stuff and go and come and it sells. Because it is work. It was a lot of work for me to gather all of my items, load everything up, transport them, unpack them, set it up. I definitely think that would be a waste of time to do that 2 days a week for a long period of time.
Cheryl said you were so nice to the t-shirt seller. I would have cleared him out.
Yeah, so at that same rummage sale or swap meet, there was a local, of course, who is on Instagram, and he sells graphic tees and vintage items, vintage tees and miscellaneous. And all of his shirts, he had a pile of shirts, and he said they're $5 a piece, or I could fill a bag for 10. And then he handed me the bags, like he already had his set bags, and they were big bags. And I said, so I can fill this whole bag for $10? Like that's just like buying 2 shirts. And he said, yeah. So I put 10 in there, and 2 more would have fit. Honestly, 2 more would have fit without me even like stuffing them. And I stopped at 10 because I felt like, okay, if you're charging $5 per shirt and I just got 10 of them, I'm gonna clean you out. This is what I do.
I would have cleaned them out. I would have bought every shirt he had.
I really thought about it, but he's younger than me, and he wasn't like a kid, but he was probably like 20, 21. And I thought about it, like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I said at the end, if he's still got a lot of stuff left, I'll go back and look and see what he has left. But I ended up leaving before he did, so I just didn't even bother it. But he had some really cool shirts, and he actually had a really nice, like he made his own tags for his clothing, because then he had shirts hanging up that were worth more, like he was selling for $20, $30, $50. And he used baseball cards, like old baseball and football cards that weren't worth anything. And he stamped on it one side, like his name, his store name, his branding, his logo, so that every tag, there was like a player with a sports team. And then on the other side was his name and logo. And I thought that was pretty cool because he's saving money on not paying for tags or buying like custom tags. And it's still pretty original. It's still pretty memorable. Like I remembered it, so I was really glad about that because I said, hey, that's clever.
What's up, D? And Noelle is here.
Hey, Noelle.
Say hi, Paul, and Miss Smurfette Jen.
Yep, I'm going to be a little bit of everything today.
Smurfette, Ninja Turtle, Squirtle.
Noelle, don't work too hard, Noelle.
Don't be afraid to ship breakable items. It's easy. and no else to ship anything. I'm the same way with Jen. It's like I will do it, but every single time I do it, I'm like terrified that something's going to happen to it. And also, not just because it's a sale, but I'm like, it's such a cool piece. If it breaks,
yeah,
no one's gonna be able to enjoy it.
Now mugs, I don't ever worry about, like a lot of coffee mugs and stuff, or like Starbucks mugs. I'm like, they're a dime a dozen. If it breaks, it stinks, but no big deal. But when they're a unique, more of a one of a kind piece, I'd rather sell it locally if I can. But then that was my problem, that I didn't have any really big local marketplaces or anything, so I wasn't selling a lot locally. So instead, I just accumulated all that stuff.
Yeah. So Nikki says use waffle bed pads. Apparently that they work awesome. Waffle bed pads. I never heard.
Oh, I know what those are. I've actually reused those a few times. Like I've gotten those in packages.
Did they look like that soundboard thing?
Yes, I was going to say they're like the foam. I think that's what I'm thinking. That they're the foam that you use to reduce echo. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. That might not even be it, Nikki. If you
Google it. Yep, it's the same thing. Yep, it's what we're thinking, according to Google.
Okay, good job.
And Nana said that she did flea markets every Saturday last year. No thanks. She's done with that.
Yeah.
No, I said she set up an indoor antique thing every day, Jen. It's called her storage unit.
Well, you got to get people to go shop at it, Noelle, and film it while you're at it.
What's up, Carter P? How you doing?
Carter.
All right, so we're gonna stay a little later since you had some technical issues. We're not gonna end at 7.
I'm sorry.
You ready for Explain the Gram?
For what?
Explain the Gram.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so first one. Explain that. What is that?
That was, even though I did absolutely nothing last year for Halloween, that's my female version of Beetlejuice. So
that's also how she's gonna dress for the show, by the way. That was the selfie she wanted me to use for a thumbnail.
Yeah, I love Halloween, and usually I try to do like 2 or 3 different looks for Halloween. And I really want something that I can completely change my face with, like with makeup or paints or like body art, something like that. And if I can have an excuse to wear a wig, that's a plus. So yeah, I like a lot of the horror too. I like a little bit of like the glam and the gore. Nothing really glamorous about this one, but I'm just saying. And
Silver Hair Stacker, howdy from Texas.
Hey, Texas.
Silver Hair Stacker, new name for me. Thank you for coming. Sorry that this is how you're gonna get introduced to my channel by this picture of Beetlejuice.
How you introduced to me.
But hey, this is Jen, guys, and she likes to dress up.
Says,
oh my goodness, it looks nothing like you.
What do you think, Cheryl? It's better, right? Isn't that like my best photo ever?
See, I was gonna say, like, is Halloween your favorite holiday? Just based on what you like to do?
It's not my favorite holiday because I guess I don't need Halloween to do this. Like I'll do that just for fun.
Just for regular lives. You know, just like Squirtle for no reason, right?
Yeah, but it is, yeah. It's also, maybe it is my favorite holiday because it's the less stressful. I love Christmas. I really do. I love Christmas. But as you get older, you see that Christmas just isn't what you thought it was. And so it's a little disheartening after a while. Thanksgiving, though, that's a strong competition because I love food. I like to eat all the things. So it's hard. It's hard. I go through mood swings. Thank you. I love.
So Silver said he saw us on the RVA's Facebook. I posted that link on the group today, so that's what he joined us for. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. I'm from Philly. Jen's actually from Texas herself. She's from San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm in San Antonio. Nice.
All right. So thank you for explaining that one. This one isn't. It's gonna be a lot easier for you to explain. I'm pretty sure. Explain this.
Oh, those are my pups.
Well,
So-
what's the bulldog's name? Full name.
The bulldog, who we call Max for short, his full actual, because he's a paper dog, his full name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. And on the paper, it's Contreras, which is my last name. So Maximus Decimus Meridius Contreras.
Okay.
And he's fabulous. He deserves a name of pure glory.
And then the other one, the German Shepherd.
My poor German Shepherd. His name's just Luke.
We have one guy whose name fills up a whole page, gets a whole paragraph, and then the other guy gets Luke.
Yeah. His name is Luke. I've always liked the name Luke, and I love Paul Newman in the movie Cool Hand Luke, and I really enjoy Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, and I just feel like just Luke. He just looked like a Luke, just perfect.
And obviously Maximus is from Gladiator, right? People who don't
Maximus is from Gladiator with Russell Crowe. That was his full name. When I got Maximus, I was really into that movie, like just strongly into that movie. I loved it a lot.
Sure goes, yeah, girl, you were a nerd.
Gladiator, such a powerful movie, man. I loved it.
I love Gladiator.
Yeah.
So Noelle is saying, "Don't get all mushy on us now." I don't know why she used that word.
Noelle.
I don't know what she's trying to say with that.
I'm gonna mush all over my pups. It's okay. Nobody can get mad at me.
Our youngest son is Luke. Oh.
There you go, Trish. Yes.
Hey, my homies just got home from buying a bunch of crap on eBay. What's up, Cameron?
Cameron, nice.
God, I love dogs. Yes, silver hair stacker. I have a husky.
Yep.
And you can see Jen has an English bulldog and a German Shepherd named Luke.
They are the most oddball but perfect companions. Like it's a lot of fun actually they're two of the most completely different types of breeds in almost every way. But they are like best friends, like genuine friends, and it's just so cool. Yeah, I'm a huge dog lover. I don't have any kids, for anybody who doesn't know. So my dogs are my children. They get all my love and attention, and they're amazing. And my English bulldog, he used to actually love to swim. Like he would go on the kayak with me. He would go to the lakes and stuff with me. But then I found out that was actually very, very bad for them because of their wrinkles. Yes. It's almost impossible to ever dry their wrinkles. So if you get them submerged, so kind of stopped taking him to do that. But yeah, he used to be a waterboard junkie.
I love those like videos like the bulldog on a surfboard.
Yeah,
like they're so awesome to watch. Yeah. Lynn says she has a Staffy and a Pomchi. The Pomeranian. What's a Pomchi? Pomeranian something.
Pomeranian Chihuahua.
I never saw those. That would be
me either. That would be interesting to see a mix of Pomeranian and Chihuahua.
Silver Hair has a German Shepherd mix and a Boston Terrier. Nice.
Boston Terriers are really good dogs too. Yeah.
They're also tons of energy. Those little guys.
Yeah.
They're like the kind of looks kind of like a Frenchie, right? The Boston Terriers, or they're like the little kind of look like mini Frenchies.
Yeah, they're similar. That's
so it is a Pomeranian Chihuahua. That is one feisty dog.
A Pomeranian Chihuahua. Yeah, I never heard that. A Pomchi.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm gonna look that up afterwards.
Yeah, let's see what a Pomchi looks like. I was thinking of getting a Pomsky, but then I just got the regular Husky because I was like, I want like a dog that can keep up a little bit with me. It's really hard.
I just saw I think it was called a miniature bully. I think it was a miniature bully. It basically just looks like a miniature version of an English bulldog, almost like a French bulldog, but way more English bulldog, just like a small one, like if it was growing and then just stopped. And this thing was the cutest dog dog breed that I probably have ever seen. I've never seen one before. And I thought,
what is it mixed with?
I have no idea. It's got to be like pug Pug and Bulldog, maybe, or
Pug and Bulldog. Pug is everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I never heard of a miniature bully before when I saw him. So maybe
I want to Google that now.
I don't know.
Nana said she has 3 sons, 6 grandkids, and our golden doodles are baby. I love golden doodles.
Yeah, those are good dogs.
Yep. Chris said his parents had a Boston constant energy. That's what I got out of them.
They're fun to train though.
Or Boston Terriers. Hey, TJ is here. What's up, man? Keep crushing it. Stay humble, stay hungry, stay focused. That's his thing, man.
Nice.
All right. So, how long did you have Max and Luke for? Did you get them at the same time or no?
Yeah. So Max he's actually going to be 9 years old in June. So next month he'll be 9 years old, and Luke just recently turned 2.
Oh.
So it's a pretty good age difference, 8 years. But we got Luke specifically for a companion for Max because he's getting older. He's getting a little bit older, and I feel like there's nothing better than to bring some like young blood energy into a more mature dog who may be slowing down a little bit, and it truly revitalized him. Like That's it really awesome. Did revitalize him. So yeah, so one's 2 and one's 10.
Let's see. I talked about why we need to talk. You want to share some of your collection with us? I was gonna say, did you bring anything you want to share?
Yeah, I'll show a couple. So I'll show the ones that people will probably know, or the cooler ones that they'll want to see.
Is it a Diglett?
Yeah, I have. So these 3 are going to, of course, be.
Never heard of those guys before. Who's that?
So these are all different. They kind of look similar, just first glance.
See, one of them is Japanese.
So this one here, that's the Japanese version. This is the base set. So this is the original base set Japanese Charizard, and then I have the original base set English Charizard.
Wow.
And then I have the base 2 Charizard. So this one, it's right here.
That's the Team Rocket one? No, it's base 2. Okay. Yeah.
This is base 2, yeah. So that's the only difference, or that's the difference between these 2, the base set and then the base 2 right there.
And what would those sell for if you were going to sell them today?
If I was going to sell these today, so yeah, it's huge difference, graded or not graded, but like these, I do have multiples of these.
wait, hold on. Stack is my video messed up or Jen's lips blue?
Yeah.
No, they're blue.
It's a blue kind of day.
Squirtle today. Sorry. I
know I should have showed them right with my I should have showed the cards with my there we go. There we go. So this won't confuse people as much, right?
No. They're like, why is there an animal on Jen's head?
Okay, so the base 2, which would probably be like the least valuable out of the 3.
Yeah.
Right now, this one would sell for about $450.
Wow.
$450, $500, because it is in pretty good condition. So it just depends on how I'm going to sell it, where I would sell it, but the value about $450 would be a very fair value, like as is. The Japanese Charizard, this one here, is valued right about $500.
Wow.
So the one thing about Japanese cards is their value is a lot lower, a lot less than the English versions. And a lot of that has to do with because just us Americans are more crazy with our money. And also it has to do with
450. He's wondering $450.
$450, yeah. But the Japanese versions, they make their cards so much nicer. Like they have They just take their time. They do a lot better job, so they're not as flawed.
I like their backs more too. I like the back of the Japanese card way more than that just looks so much cooler.
Yeah, this is the look. I'll compare. I have another card. This is the newer version of the Japanese cards.
Oh, I never even seen those. Yeah, so, they're also way more cool than the ones we have.
So it's still it's way I think they're way prettier. You know.
Holy crap! Good. Yes, it's insane. Shaw goes. Let me go look at my son's stash.
You know, but okay, let me show this card. This base set Charizard card. If I sent this in and got it graded like a PSA 10, this card would be worth right around 14,000.
Holy crap!
Now, if I have 6 of these cards and send all 6 in, there's a chance one would come back as a 10, you know, if not multiple. Because with vintage cards also, the grading companies, especially PSA, is a little bit more lenient on vintage cards because they understand that they have age to them. So, I mean, they're not as nitpicky as the newer stuff, but yeah, so ungraded, this card right now, this is the base set. If it's worth like $1,000, like the original base set, it would be worth about 1,000. I wouldn't take 1,000 for it. I would want to get a little bit more for it if I were.
Now, what if that was a first edition? How much would that be?
Oh shoot, a first edition, it would probably you could probably get $500,000 for a PSA 10 first edition. If it was first edition non-graded, probably like 10,000. It depends on the buyer. It depends on what they're willing to spend and how many are available, like how many are on the market.
Cost less than that. Yep.
So look, I'm gonna show one more. I have a few of them, but
Nana's wondering if you're gonna get them graded eventually or no.
Yeah, I'm actually planning a trip. I can't do it to the beginning of June, but I'm actually planning a trip to Beckett. So I'm going to actually go to the Beckett facility, and I want to hand deliver my cards because that's been my biggest scare over all the years is I've never wanted to mail them in because I just don't trust the post office enough with like this, not just money, but these are my babies. So there's a Beckett facility in Dallas. And I am going to travel to the Dallas Beckett facility, which is like 5 hours away from me. And I'm hoping that they will also do like a little interview with me, a little Q&A or a quick process. And if nothing else, when I go to pick up the cards, if I could meet with one of the graders to have them explain to me like why my card got the grade that it did. So
awesome. Yeah.
So I am working on doing this, but it's very expensive too right now. And I haven't confirmed if it would save me money by taking them in versus just the shipping cost or something. So that's going to determine on how many I actually get graded. So we'll see. But this card, this is not for the show.
I don't know if you remember, I told you about I FaceTimed someone on Instagram about Pokemon cards, Jenna. I think I told you about this. So this is actually Donna. This is her right here. She wrote crazy yikes.
Okay.
And she's the one that had like the not the first edition, the basic Blastoise and stuff. And there was like empty spaces on both sides. And I asked her like, what happened to these cards? And he goes, my son sold them at a yard sale. And I'm just really hoping that there wasn't Charizard next to those. That's what I told you to say. I told you the same thing, Donna, because like he probably did not sell it for. Because like there's a bunch of empty spaces next to the hollows, and I'm like,
no.
If it was a Charizard, yeah, it would have been really bad.
No, I hope not.
She goes, not. Nothing I can do now. Exactly, nothing you can do now. But
yeah. I mean that's true. You can't. Yeah.
Cheryl goes, I see why you're waiting outside. Let me get my sleeping bag.
Yep. Yeah, it's. I mean, but these okay. So just disclaimer: these cards, these are the originals. You know, these aren't the modern. Which there are some modern day cards that can be worth a lot, but these are worth so much, especially graded, because you can't get them anymore. You know, so it's, and especially from people like me who have kept them in great condition from when they first started buying them. That's very rare.
So I'm thinking my kids' cards of Pokemons are worthless. I wouldn't think that at all, Lynn. How old are your kids?
Yeah, that's a good question. If they're played with cards,
yeah.
they might not be worth a lot unless you have like hundreds of them to sell like in a big bulk. But yeah, if they played with them, not worth a whole lot.
Yeah, and also a lot of the ones, even like the base sets, like a lot of them are just like energies or trainers, which aren't worth anything pretty much either. There's just some special ones like the Charizard that she showed us, the collectible one. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
You want to show us the new one that you just showed?
Oh yeah. Well, it's this one's 2011, so it's not like super new. So it's just the year down there. So this card is from a series called
Rayquaza. I just realized that.
Yeah, Rayquaza.
Why is she not green, or it not green?
Wait, what?
Isn't Rayquaza green?
No. They have different sets and series, or like Alolan, and they have different. Sometimes they come out in different series, but this is a Call of Legends. So this is like an actual legend card, and there's none listed in a PSA 10. There's nowhere. Well, when I checked last, there's none of these at a PSA 10. My card, the centering, I can't see a single flaw with it. It's immaculate condition. Now
can we look at it again? Can you show us again? Can you show us the card again? Yep, that's 10. I'm giving you a 10. You just got it. You just got a 10.
So you just made this card worth about $10,000.
Really? That's how much that one's worth?
Graded 10, I could charge like whatever I wanted really for it. Somebody would pay $10,000. One, the Call of Legends series is very rare. They didn't make a whole lot of them because when it came out, people weren't really into Pokemon, so they didn't make a whole lot. Two, that card itself, this card is probably harder to find than a base set Charizard.
Wow.
So the card itself is extremely rare. And if there's none on the market with a PSA graded 10, there's none available, then a true collector with some serious money who has to have that and likes nothing but 10, yeah, 10,000, 12,000. I mean, I could charge realistically, some obscene amount of money, and I'd probably get it.
So now I was wondering, what kept you from playing with them as a kid? Why did you just store them?
I did play with a lot of them, but I always put them in sleeves, and they were so pretty to me. The holographic was so pretty. I didn't want to scratch them, so I always put them in a sleeve, in a penny sleeve. And I never played with my favorites. So my favorite cards or the prettiest ones, I never played with them.
So funny.
And then I wanted to, so I learned how to make cheap copies of the cards. Just so my family and we could play the game and have the cards we wanted, but not use our actual card. We would go to our scanner and the printer, and we would buy the glossy paper, and we would set it up, and we would get colored ink. And yeah, we would just line them up and make multiple copies of the cards that we wanted to play with, but not play the game with, but not the actual card. So I started.
It's crazy that you had the wherewithal of saying, I don't want to damage this. And because of that, now the cards are worth so much more because they're in good shape. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that didn't go through my mind at all as far as like value.
Yeah,
I didn't know anything about it, right? I never would have thought back then, even through high school. I never really thought value or that they had price to them or anything. I just liked them, and anything in my stuff. When I like my stuff, I don't want to damage my stuff. I like to take good care of my things. So that was just a natural mindset, I guess.
So Lynn said she bought the Pokemon cards in 2000, and they've been in sleeves since then.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably, is 2000 the Fossil Safari, or is it 99?
So there's like the Jungle,
or is Rocket 2000?
Jungle Fossil. Yeah, I think Team Rocket was 2001, 2002.
Yeah,
2001. Those came out like so close together. So it might have been Fossil, Team Rocket or Fossil, but any of those cards,
which have a good amount of value to them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the most random card that you wouldn't even suspect could be worth just on its own like $50 for one card. And if you have 30, 50, 100 or whatever of them, they could potentially, you could potentially be sitting on some decent money, even just for a basic card.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Kathy's wondering, so are you at the mercy of the printer and your luck of the draw when you buy them if you get a 10? Because it's a combination, because a lot of it is condition, right? So a lot of it's at the mercy of you. But then some of it, like centering, you have nothing to do with. That's just how the printer made it or how they were cut.
So this card is an example. Like, this is the back of it. This is a brand new card. Like, I just pulled this card. It's from this year. And you can see that it's top heavy. So the strip up here is thicker than the strip down there. So that's what you would call top heavy, which means it's off-centered. Now, it's not dramatic, but it's off-centered. So the chances of me getting a 10, even though I pulled this from a brand new pack, immediately put it in the penny sleeve, immediately put it in the top loader, not a single scratch on the card or anything, because it was printed off-center, it's not going to be a perfect 10.
Yeah.
Unless I get a grader that's just lazy that day and just doesn't catch it or something. So yeah, you're definitely at the mercy of getting a perfect 10, or like Beckett has a black label 10, which is the king of kings for Pokemon grading because it's extremely hard to get. So you just have to hope, and that's why the English version is worth more when they're a graded 10 than the Japanese version, because the Japanese versions, for the most part, come out flawless.
We suck pretty much here. That's what she's trying to say. Silver Hair says he used to put Mickey Mantle cards in the spokes of his bicycle to make the motor sound, which is not good. And then Donna says, OMG, that's why we went through so much ink when I was a kid. So apparently, I guess her son did the same thing.
Yep, that's exactly what they were doing.
That was the same way I was taking care of my stuff. You're still here. Fun. Interesting.
Yeah, I know we're still here.
Like, money marks are off, worth more. No, see, you would think that, this is like, but no, people want perfection. That's why. So collectors like that rare flaw card, like an actual factory printed flaw, an error card. So those are called error cards when something happens to it, because they're usually one of a kind and they're unique. So collectors would probably pay good money for that card. But an official grader, somebody who is grading the full authenticity and shape of the card, they don't want any flaws. They want this card to be pristine and just beautiful without a single flaw. So that's when you have to decide, like, if you have a rare factory flaw that you think would be enticing to a collector, if you're selling it, then you could just say, hey, I'm not going to send it in to get graded. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it to that collector because I could still make as much money or pretty close to it and not have to mess with, sending it in. So, what's up, Buffalo? But like, I figured that's probably like be very like rare that you find somebody that is like interested in that particular flaw for that particular card. Where there's people who just Beckett, whatever, black label. It's gonna be anybody who collects cards is gonna really want a Beckett black label, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So we are almost at the 2:30-minute mark. I got to do a giveaway before we end here. So we're gonna do a giveaway, guys, real quick. The person who wins can either get a better call. I keep calling it Better Call Paul, a Philly Flipper T-shirt, or I also have Philly Flipper mugs now. So
I feel like I gotta be Squirtle for the giveaway.
Okay. So guys, here's the question to the giveaway. Do you have your answer ready, Jen, by the way?
Yeah. I sent it to you.
You did? Ooh.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't send it to you.
All you did was just...
I'll write it down.
All you sent me was, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll write it down right now. Or should I send it to you?
No, you can write it down. That's fine.
Okay, I'll write it down.
So the question is, guys, approximately how many Pokemon packs has Jen opened in her whole life? Approximately how many Pokemon packs has Jen opened in her life? So Jen, how many guesses are we giving to each person?
I don't know. It's kind of a hard question, isn't it?
That's what I figured.
Do you just want everybody to guess one time, and then whoever's closest after like a minute or two?
How about everybody guesses like 3 times? Max 3 guesses, and
three
then
times.
three times. The person who's closest to the number gets a Philly Flipper T-shirt or a mug. So, guys, think about it. Jen is what, 21, right? I don't know. Jen, how many years have you been opening packs?
I'm 32, and I started collecting and opening packs since I was 10.
So guys, she's been opening packs for over 20 years.
So
just put that into your thought process. of
and I don't, guys, this is just an educated
2,234. That's Chris's guess.
Wow. Wow, that is numbers. That is specific.
Very specific, yes.
So my answer is not that specific. I'll give you guys a hint.
Yeah, I figured. Like, I don't think she has a counter in the back of her head. She knows exactly how many she guessed. We are all over the board here. We go from like 100 to 30,000.
Are you gonna say when to just stop, and I'll let you know, like, who's closest? Or
yeah, you guys can keep going for a little bit more. But I feel like almost all these answers are way off. Just knowing what we discussed, like I feel like anybody who says less than 1,000, you guys are way off. Just to give you guys a little hint. Am I correct in that guess or not?
Yeah, it's definitely more than 1,000, you guys.
I want to see who had the lowest number first.
And it's just Pokemon. I only wrote my answer strictly for Pokemon packs, not for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or
Veronica wrote 250. Like that she opened more like probably last week.
Yeah, a booster box itself has 36 packs in it. So like one booster box, just to give you guys an idea of like a box.
Cameron wrote 100K. Okay, Veronica, yes, Veronica you're allowed to re-guess.
You can guess again.
Yeah, Veronica, you're allowed to re-guess. I still have no idea what we're talking about.
It's crazy because you really don't know.
Her new guess is 1 million.
1 million packs.
What an extreme! Went from 250 to 1 million. Wow.
Definitely less than 1 million. So.
Okay, you guys can stop guessing now. I feel like we give people plenty of information.
I will say somebody did guess the exact answer that I wrote.
Wow. Okay, well that's helpful. What is the answer?
I tried to make it realistic, but like
10,000. That's I feel like that's a safe bet. We have Buffalo.
Yeah, 14. I didn't want to overshoot, and I didn't want to go crazy with 10,227.
Oh, Cameron's first guess was 10,000.
Yep.
So, Cameron, Gravity Goods. Congratulations,
it's
sir.
A guess for me. Congrats, Cameron.
Did I win? Yes, you did. You won. So message me, or you can text me at my number. Text me if you want a shirt or a mug, and I'll send it your way. Yay, me.
Cameron and I we're twinning. We're always twinning. We're on the same wavelengths.
Apparently. Cameron, are you a Squirtle fan as well? Or no?
Yes, Veronica. I got the reference.
1 million. The funniest part is, go remember where he says like $1 million is like, we made more than $1 million last year.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Yeah, about 10,000.
Yeah, Jen doesn't mess around.
I never stopped collecting throughout. Like, I mean, I had a gap probably like right after high school for a couple years where I would just casually buy a pack here or there when I was at Walmart or Target, or if I went to the comic store or something. But I've never actually ever officially stopped buying.
It's crazy. And the number's going to keep growing, guys, because she's not going to stop now.
Yeah. We'll see. And that's, like I said, that's just Pokemon. So
that's a lot of rappers. You got that right.
Yeah. It's crazy, Kathy. Like, I get so sad with the rap.
Have you mastered the art of the perfect open?
Yep. I save a lot of rapper art. I do. I have a lot of them from all of the different series. But you can't save all of them. There's no way. Like, where would I put them? I have to have a storage unit for them.
Imagine that.
But I hate throwing them away. That's so much. Oh, it's so much waste.
I'm just trying to think like storage, like auction terms. Like, imagine I open a storage unit and it's just full of Pokemon wrappers. Like, what would I even pay for that? Like, I have no clue what I would even like pay for it. If that
shoe boxes full of wrappers. Can you imagine? Yeah, if you were at an auction and you seen a bunch of shoe boxes,
yeah,
and then you bid like a crazy amount, you win them.
It's full of Pokemon wrappers. I, who am a huge Pokemon fan, might hate Pokemon after that storage unit. I might not be a fan anymore.
I might too, actually.
Yeah, we're 5 Pokemon. All right, guys, we're 30 minutes overboard, but we had so much fun with Jen. Jen, thank you so much for stopping by. You want to tell them what you're doing in the future so people be aware of what's happening on your channel?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, guys. You can check me out if you want. I don't know what's to come.
First of all, you have your motivational or whatever your
Thank you, Paul. Okay, how about you tell them what I'm up to?
The thing you do with Nick Pick Thrift once a month. It's accountability, not motivational. Right? It's an accountability live. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So Nikki and I, Nick Pick Thrift, we call it monthly motivational Monday. And we do this once a month, usually on the first Monday of every month, just to kind of keep each other accountable. And we decided to do a live so that we would have to like work on our scheduling and have something to keep us accountable to schedule touching base with each other. But we do it like as a motivational thing too, just to kick off the month, to like kickstart the month. How did everybody do last month? What are your goals for this month, kind of a thing. So that's something that I do every month. I also do, starting just recently, Angie Resells and I do a monthly auction. So the first Friday of every month, we are doing rotating channel auctions. So we've done 2. Next month, it'll be on my channel, the first Friday of the month. And we auction just off a little bit of everything. And the only thing I don't auction off are cards, because once or twice a month, I do an auction on Derek, Fundamentals of Reselling's channel, with Cali Reseller Luis and Sumo Thrift Marcus. So we do strictly an all card auction. Trading cards, sports cards, not sports cards, Pokemon, whatever. Anything card related, we do an auction. And that's, I would feel safe to say it's for sure once a month, but realistically, I think Derek's going to try to move it every other week and just do the card auction. So it might be twice a month now. And those are on Sundays. Oh.
So, by the way, we need somebody to sub to Jen quick because she's at 666 right now. So we don't want her to keep with that number. So somebody either sub or unsub real quick.
Don't unsub, because then I'll still be in this predicament like with the next sub. So
I guess she's gonna go sub from her dummy account. So there we go. She's gonna help you get over that number.
Yeah, we gotta get out. I don't want the bad juju.
668. Look at that. Look at that. 668. So quick.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're not gonna, you don't have to watch my content. It's all over the place. It's a little sporadic. I have videos in my phone and my camera to be
wait. Noelle, how far behind? Noelle's guessing right now. How many packs you're opening? Noelle, how far behind are you?
Noelle, you gotta hit live chat.
Noelle just
Cameron won Noelle. So if you're caught up to the live, somebody let Noelle know.
Harley Quinn thing going. Look, that's a new one for you, Harley Quinn. No, she's trying to be Squirtle.
Yeah. Let me do the sign off.
Before we sign off, put the glasses on, everything. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you guys want to follow Jen, her link is down below. Definitely give her a sub. She's an awesome person. Look at this energy she brings, guys. How can you not sub to her? Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you guys all being here. Catch me. Stupid tattoo, man. Catch me all the time. Catch me next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Actually, Jen's coming on Monday, right, Jen? Aren't you coming on Monday?
Oh, the working hangout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jen's coming on Monday to. What do you mean to work? We always work. She's coming on Monday to work, and then next Saturday, 11:05, we have Adventures with Victoria, and then we have the retired millennial is our next guest. So be here for that. Look at she's guys, boom.
I have a tail down here. I was trying to find.
I have a tail. Yeah, we see it.
Oh, man. My tail, because
thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.